2009 Action Bronson. Hey yo, you know we creeping on the come up. Outdoorsman shit, here we go. Hey yo. Yo, I seen the fiend scrape the residue and sniff it off a razor. After party for politicians with loafers in the blazer. Skipping AAA, I'm coasting straight up to the majors. Linen in every scene, drinking wine and eating cake for square. Holding the ground, prep the animal for sacrifice. Rub the body with plenty garlic and a classic spice. Holy Trinity, peppers, onion, celery. Every time I rap, I'm on the verse to catch a felony. Standing in circles with my brothers puffing product. Disturbance to the public, called the coppers, blew the spot up. Pulled us over a couple 50s in an ankle sock. Most of a powder so it look just like his ankle lock. I got the rap shit in the ankle lock. I got him screaming for submission, trying to be up in the bank a lot. Currency is the only logic, brother, bag the work. Come up funny, I leave you open like a faggot shirt. Hey yo, you know we creeping on the come up. Action Bronson, 2009 shit. Hey yo, you know we creeping on the come up. Word, yo. You know the saga, knee-length coat made of llama. Purple in the Palmer, 2 keys of Grana Padana. As for the cuisine, stracciatelle Siciliana. Moon fakers be getting vapor, doggy deal with honor. The wild fumes, beauty that the ground blooms. Ass fucking the diva, leave her with the brown moon. It's now June, tops get lowered off of whips. Flower flip, we grow the mushrooms out the cattle shit. Paddle shifted with my eyes closed, I'm feeling great. Fire kissing the roasted salmon on the cedar plank. Peep the plan, get the money out the bordello. 5'7" the fattest ass, shorty play the cello. Charge 1,000 for 15, the white collars. Dr. Maneuver serving knowledge for the pipe scholars. Peace the queen, she the queen of the life. Eating P.O.P.O. chicken, smothered beans and the rice, and we out. You know we creeping on the come up.
Hey yo, this is the T-Love exclusive.
You know we creeping on the come up. Soulless.
From a couple of years on, things are real horrible here in New York, all over. You're dealing with a lot of people that are maniacs today.
We're dealing with an individual who's very basic, who only knows 2 things, rip off or be ripped off.
Many of those who make good by being bad are nowhere to be seen these days.
I'd be afraid. Of course I'd be afraid. He's a sick guy. He'd kill any time.
Yeah, but we're
There isn't anything on earth that I will hide from or back up from.
People seem not to understand the close relationship between organized crime and street crime. And certainly in dealing with street crime in his area or any other kind of crime, the uniform patrol...
Presenzano, shot 4 times, his throat cut. Presenzano was allegedly connected.
God. Oh my 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 God.
You guys like that? You guys like that new Sammy video? What's going on? What's going on? Let me see who's in here. 50 people. All right, cool. What is going on, people? We got a lot of things to talk about tonight. It's going to be interesting. Let's see who's here. Loomis is coming by. Mike, Billy J, what's going on? Greg Chiernikowski. I know who you are. I've never tried to pronounce your name. I hope I did it right. Roro, of course, the great, powerful Roro. Roro, you got the links I told you to drop. OG Ruby, of course. What is going on? Bong Funk. The sit down with Jeff Nadu. Hello. I think Jeff is stopping in too. He's going to come on. Marky Mark, my man. What's going on, buddy? Jeff Nadu. That is correct. Action Bronson Stacks. What's going on? Bong Funk. Rubsy Boopsy. That's a good name. Pete D. Main man. What's going on, Pete D? So Roro is dropping this link. Let me know that that works. That's Jeff's new channel. So check that out. And we're going to talk about what happened with Jeff. We're going to be talking about what happened with Loomis. OG Mike, my man, Vinny Boombots. What is going on, buddy boy? My man in Ireland, G78. What's going on? Mickey Griggs. Rob Jean. What's going on, buddy? How are you? All right, guys. So we're going to talk about a couple of things tonight. I was hoping to maybe talk about what's going on with Coonan. We'll see what happens with that. Hopefully we'll get a talk. Maybe at some point we'll just talk about the Westies if you guys just want to talk about that. But, long story short, I mean, I have the documents here, but long story short, they have suggested to the courts to not release Jimmy Coonan, to let him rot in prison. And I believe he has he's eligible to actually be released, I believe, in 2030, something like that. And he'll be well over 80 years old at that time. So what do you guys think? Should he be getting out? I mean, you see a guy like Center getting out. You see all these other people getting out. Should Jimmy Coonan get out? It's a good question. What's up, Joey Frakes? How are you? Rob again. Gato Life. Cat Life. All right. So I'm gonna drop the link. I don't know if Jeff wants to come in now or if he wants to wait. I will let me see. I'm gonna drop this in here. I hope that works. Let me check because I don't often do that. Let me show you guys this one more time.
God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
What do you guys think about that? Oh, Jeff, I don't see any videos, and then he'll speak about that. You like that, Gunsmoke? I'm going to send you that, Gunsmoke. Nate, what's up, buddy? Scott H, what's going on? Matthew Wells. Yeah, that was unfortunately Sammy. His team thought that was a good idea to put that video, and then you got people like me who steal it and put my own spin on it. So, yeah, he looks like a lizard. Yeah, that's a good way. All right, here's Jeff. Jeff Nadu, what's going on?
Hey, what's up, bro? How are you? Thank you.
Good, man. Thanks for coming on.
You've been very supportive of me. I really appreciate it. How's everything with you?
Everything's going well, man. Pretty good, man. Thanks for coming on. And I know there's a few things we got to talk about. And
yeah, I mean, we're just kicking around the state of YouTube, man. I mean, it's I don't think it's just really us though. I saw today my old company, Barstool, they had one of their huge video series that they're doing right now got taken down. So I mean, YouTube is just out of control, man, with demonetizing and just taking people's channels down. It's crazy. And demonetizing videos, age restricting content. It's really hard as a creator. I know you know that, man. I try to really follow all the rules, and what we do on here is really difficult because we talk about, a lot of bad shit, So it's like you gotta not say certain words, and it's tough.
Yeah, I mean, I've been pretty lucky, because a lot of the times in my videos, I'll reenact scenes and I'll do voices for people. I'll create a voiceover or and I'll curse and stuff. But I'll try to hide it within the video, and I'm usually okay. But I noticed that YouTube, they don't like sex stuff. They don't like you really talking about sex stuff.
Yeah.
At least based on one of my uploads. Obviously anything in relation to what do people say now? He deleted himself. It's a term I can't stand. But when people take their own lives or whatever, they don't like that either. I did a story.
You have to say SA or the R word and it's
right.
like I say demembered a lot. And
I noticed that. Yeah.
People will always comment to be like, it's the other word, right? I'm like, yeah, I know, but I can't say it.
Can you really? Interesting. Because I'm pretty sure wow.
I mean, maybe you can, but I just don't, right? Or
right.
For someone that gets their head cut off, you would say, D blank ate it,
Wow.
I try to not say it, and I'm just so used to not saying it that I just don't say it, unalive yourself. That's what people say.
Unalive yourself. Yeah. I usually say took his own life, and that's usually fine. I think.
Yeah.
I'd rather say that than say unalive or he deleted himself, which is
It sucks, man. It sucks you have to talk like that, because like this content, people like true crime, and that's something you kind of have to be, you have to tell the details, the gory details,
Yeah,
I would love to come on here and talk about the worst mob murders ever, but it's like, about like the William Action Jackson murder in Chicago. Like that's a very like detailed, disgusting murder. And it's like, you can't talk about it,
Yeah, it's hard to get around stuff like that. I mean, I don't know if I wonder like if it's different if let's say like I walk around a lot of neighborhoods or like a guy like Mooney drives around in his car or something. I wonder if it works differently in that sense. Do you think YouTube doesn't pick up on it like or are they looking at like somebody sitting in front of a computer or making like a documentary? Do you think there's a difference between that?
No. I think, like I said, I mean, I know Barstool, like they have millions of subs, and they put a video out recently where a guy said, "I'm gonna blow that guy's house up," and it was all in a joke, but like they took the video down. So, I mean, it doesn't matter, bro. Like they have these like I think these like robotic things that like search over the video. But my whole thing is, and this is one of the issues I have with being demonetized. If I put something out, right? Whenever we put a video out, you go through a process where they look over it and say if there's copyrighted content, if you say something you shouldn't, and they'll tell you at that point, you're not getting monetized. They approved all my videos to go through and then randomly just say, oh, you used reused content, you're out. It's like,
Yeah.
Why'd you approve it?
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. I have one age restricted video. It's I don't know if you know the story of Frank Lastarino's son, Carl Lastarino.
Yeah.
Going to shoot Peter Argentina at his tire shop.
Yep.
Which is pretty bizarre story. I really don't know why he did that. So, he goes to the tire shop and he starts shooting at Peter Argentina. And there's actually video of it. You see Peter Argentina running down a row of tires as Lastarino's son is shooting at him. And then he basically deletes himself by way of law enforcement,
death by
and so that's age restricted. So that's the only time I got an age restriction because I guess it was a sensitive topic.
So I did a video, like a deep dive into like Mikey Scars, right? The life of Mikey Scars. And I get an age restrict on that. And I'm like, not sure why, but I want to say I know why. Because Mikey's talked about this, that at one point he attempted to unalive himself, I believe. I think he's talked about.
Oh, wow.
And I guess they age restricted it. But yeah, it's crazy. It sucks. And they can just kind of pick you out of nowhere and just, hit you with it. So I have a lot of new ideas for a new channel. My new channel, I'm just going to stick with posting videos and that's it.
Yeah, Roro, keep dropping Jeff's new channel. She put it already, and I'll just tell her.
Nice. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, no, it's cool, man. Hey, let me ask you, Jeff, because I think you know more about this social media or YouTube probably. Those videos, let's say when you have like, because I like to watch a lot of reaction to music. Like you'll have like these people like reacting to like metal music or country music, people that obviously aren't into that type of music. So you get to see like how they feel about it or whatever. And they have like, some of them have like hundreds of thousands of subs. How does that work? Like, how does YouTube know that you're critiquing or you're not critiquing? Because I've never seen a function, such as that come up on, a review or something like that. Do you know anything about that?
So YouTube has a policy called reused content, which is what they got me for. It's what they got Loomis for. It's what they got anybody for. They're doing it to a lot of big channels too. Essentially what it means is you can repurpose someone's content, but you have to add something to it from an educational standpoint. So for instance, the video that got me demonetized was a video of Henry Hill on the Howard Stern show, right?
Right.
A gangster calls in supposedly and like threatens him, right?
Yeah.
If I would have posted that video and at the end said, this happened on the Howard Stern show in 1998 or something, it would have been completely fine. They want to limit you from just taking, let's say, a video clip from The Irishman and just reposting it as your own. So as long as you offer some sort of, again, content with it. So let's say I see a lot of channels put out boxing footage. if at the beginning of the video they say, this video is from the Tyson Douglas fight in 1990, whatever. This took place at Madison Square Garden. And then they play it and then like talk over it, that's fine. But if you just take if you take a Vlad TV interview, film it and just put it out, they can't get you for your used content.
That's interesting because, I did a video. I don't know if you know who the Clash are, the band.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, so they had a song called Red Angel Dragnet, and it's basically about, there's references to the movie Taxi Driver, but the premise of it is like one day they were in the studio and they saw the news article, and a guardian angel, Curtis Sliwa, one of them got shot and killed by a cop in New Jersey. Right. So they have this song called Red Angel Dragnet, and I did a whole video on the history of the song and the guardian angels, and I felt like I really couldn't do the video without playing that Clash song. So I thought like maybe I can get around it because it was educational, but there was like nothing there for me to get around it. I mean, not that anyone's like super interested in the video, but I was hoping there would be an option there for me to like form it as educational, but no, it's just completely not.
My thought is, and I would tell any creator that, because again, I've been through it, I would strongly advise just doing do your best, do your own content,
Right.
Like it's not worth. And again, like for people that are trying to build their channel through shorts, like one thing that a lot of people don't realize, whether you're a commenter or you're a creator, is subs don't mean anything. They don't. All they mean is you can get a plaque at some point, which what I wanted to get. And my hope was, let's say if I get 20,000 subs through shorts, my hope was they were going to watch some of my videos and that would help me. The problem is a lot of them don't. And what you grab is you get a lot of subs that maybe saw one video, but really don't care that much about the content. And it just kind of drowns your base out. So what I'm trying to do is going forward, I'd really just like to get 20, 30,000 good subs that watch my videos. I get because to be honest, I believe I've done content that should be seen by more people. I think we all have. There are channels in here, that have done really well. And it's like, I feel like by now I should be getting hundreds of thousands of view videos. So it's like, for me, I'm just going to focus more on shorts. Don't give you or make you any money. They just don't. Like I said, I did a 5.5 million view video, a short. I made $140 on it. So it's like, it's strictly only a way to promote your channel. And, you get a lot of subs quick, but you open yourself up to a lot more. And I was actually told, and I have a connection to a pretty big podcaster, and I'm talking about real big.
Okay.
And the connection told me, he said, the guy that's really big, he says he doesn't even fuck with shorts. He says they're that's how you get in trouble with YouTube. He told me. He said, just do your content, try to, don't say certain words, just try to do it the right way, and you'll be cool.
Does this guy have a little over 500,000 subs?
This guy is not in the crime verse.
Oh, he's not. Okay.
This is a sports guy. Yeah. I have someone that I know that works for him. And I kind of pick his brain about like what to do and what not to do on YouTube. Right. And he had kind of told me, and I'll tell you this, like I tried several different things the last 8 days, like what I was going to do, how I was going to figure it all out. And, again, if you're still doing shorts, I would strongly advise, make sure you follow and understand the policy, because if you don't, you're going to get hemmed up. And, another thing, I see a lot of channels will say, well, I got the guy's permission to post this video. He's not going to strike you, but YouTube will still hit you for reused content. They don't know you.
Wow.
They don't know you got a text from the guy saying you can do it. They don't care.
Right.
Like, you have to be very particular, man. And I spent a lot of the last week reading up on this, and I feel like I'm in a better place now with it. But yeah, so
yeah, no, it's hard, man. And like you said before, like when you do videos, and I know that you've done videos for the sake of you just feeling that they have to be out there. And in your heart, that like they're not going to get as big views as the other ones you do, because like you said before, it's like you feel that you should get thousands of reviews, hundreds of thousands of views on certain videos, and they just don't hit. And I feel the same way. Like, I do videos on like interesting guys that I find incredibly interesting. I did a video recently on Manya Elson. I don't know if you know who that is.
Yeah.
Russian Jewish mobster connected to Mogilevich, Brighton Beach. no one's ever did anything on this guy, and it's got like 3,000 views. You know, if I spit out the same Gotti stupid story, it'll get like 40,000 views.
Yeah, I've had my fair share of those, man. Like I did a video a while back about, I put a theory out there. Is it possible that a certain boss in a family is connected to the CIA? And I connected it to an individual who's Serbian that there's a lot of rumor that he is backed by the CIA. And like I thought it was a really interesting video, and it didn't really do that well, And I think you have to. I think for me, like, it's cool to start over because maybe I can get, a new channel and a new algorithm and, just kind of start over, I mean, I think like Joe N. Gallo is like super interesting. I mean, super powerful guy, that didn't do well. Then you'll do a video about, some, like you said, some Gotti story or something. And you get, like, I interview Gene Burrell. Every time I interview Gene, I get, I don't know, 70,000, 80,000 views. And it's like, I just talked about Joe N. Gallo.
Right.
Like, that'll get 13. It's like, I don't get it.
No, I deal with the same shit, man. I've covered guys too that no one has really spoken about. And it's just like, nobody cares. I mean, I've done so many, like, cause I'm really interested in, Russian, like Jewish organized crime in Brighton Beach. And I've done like 3 or 4 videos on different characters. And it's like, no one gives a shit.
Well, it's interesting because I like talking to you because you kind of are on the same intelligence level with a lot of this stuff. Like, if I could talk about anything on here, it would be the cartel world. Like I that's what I'm most interested in. I think, to compare the two are not even close. I mean, drug cartels are transnational. The mafia is a joke compared to them.
Right.
And it's
right.
Like I wish I could get more into that kind of stuff and different organized crime, like you said, whether it's Russian or Albanian or black or whatever. And that's why I like TikTok too, because like I do a lot more like content on there, various different types of content. But yeah, YouTube is tough.
Yeah. Let me ask you something with the black crime stuff. Do you? I don't know if you've ever experienced this, but do you worry that, and I don't mean to come off a certain way, only because I heard of a scenario with somebody else. Do you worry that you'll get backlash from that community that you're like?
Yeah, it's funny you say that. So I did a video on the Philadelphia Black Mafia, right? I did this probably going on 2 years ago. And I still today get NOI people that reach out to me, Nation of Islam.
Really?
Oh yeah. And I think, like I had a comment today. I did a show about a guy called Montana Baronet. He was a hitman and drug dealer in Baltimore in the last like 5 years. #1 trigger puller, very, very prominent character. Killed like probably 10 people. Very notorious. And I had a woman contact me today. She's like, you can see you're not from the streets, and
yeah,
a lot of the time when I do those videos, I don't show my face because it'll just be a bunch of, I get it all the time on TikTok. Like I'll talk about like something in the cartel or whatever. And you'll have Mexican Americans that'll just be like, why the fuck's this white motherfucker talking about our life, And I don't let it bother me.
Yeah, it's just like, I live in Queens, right? This is where I grew up. So, I thought about, doing Supreme Team stuff, maybe walking around in Jamaica or but I'm like, why? I worry about that shit.
See, I think you should do it because to me, what I've learned is generally, if you do it the right way, people respect you, like Al Prophet. I'm a big fan of Al Prophet. Him and I talk occasionally. And like, I think he's really one of the OGs when it comes to covering black organized crime and organized crime. And, Al is someone who does it the right way. And I think once you do a video or two and you do it the right way, there's always going to be people that whine about shit. I mean, that's just the internet, but
yeah,
I wouldn't worry too much. I think you have to let your content speak for itself, and like I think my most viewed video on TikTok is about Frank Matthews, and it's like,
okay, cool.
I don't think I had one person in the comments like, oh, why are you covering this? It's just like, oh, you're interesting and you know what you're talking about. So like, if I didn't know what I was talking about, or you didn't know what you were talking about, like you'll probably get a lot more about, you just don't know what the fuck you're talking about. But with the Black Mafia one, I just got a lot of people that felt that I was rude to the NOI where they weren't happy with the things I was saying about, who they call, Minister Farrakhan, and look, the NOI is a shadowy a group of individuals. Very
Oh yeah.
interesting. They're very like, they're almost like some of the people in this genre, like they're like simps, right? Like we're like
100%, 100%. Yeah.
you can't say stuff
Yeah.
about certain people. And the truth is, like Louis Farrakhan is a racist,
Oh yeah.
anti-Semitist. Like he just is. It's not nothing. He says it,
Hey, you know who's super interesting? I don't know if you ever listened to his speeches. Khalid Muhammad.
Yeah, look, I've listened to a lot of those people. Like, I think
he was a nut job, but it's very interesting to listen to. Obviously, he's dead, but
like Minister Farrakhan is like interesting, but like he is very like, radical. Like,
oh yeah.
But in some of the research I've done, like one of my not my favorite things to talk about, but like learn about is like terrorism. Like I find, like Al Qaeda and some of the Islamic terrorist groups, like very interesting, like with how they do the things they do and why they do the things they do. Because no matter how you slice it, like Al Qaeda are organized crime, right? Like they're
100%, dude. 100%. I mean, I love looking at that. Fucking guys like Zarqawi and all these sickos.
I mean, I was just gonna bring Zarqawi up. Like,
yeah,
he's responsible for mass atrocities. Like he was committing all the beheadings in the 2000s, and like
that's right.
And I think if we really look at like why they were doing that, like I don't think people understand, like these people are doing the things they're doing because we are holding prisoners or we're doing this or doing that. So it's just interesting to look into some of the different types of organized crime as opposed to just, mobsters or whatever.
And also it's very interesting. I wanted to go, hey, if you're ever in New York, if you're down to go, the Blind Sheikh at the Al Farouk Mosque, which is still there in Brooklyn, which is another incredibly interesting story. If you've ever, the story about that, like the guy that ended up infiltrating.
Yeah, absolutely.
Dude, it's a wild story. And I wanted to actually go there one day and maybe speak to somebody, although, they might not be too happy, but yeah, I'm definitely interested in that stuff. One day I'll show you my Saddam Hussein rug. I have a rug from Iraq of Saddam Hussein that I acquired a few years ago. I collect all types of weird shit, but yeah, I'm definitely interested in that.
Yeah, I think it's I think it's just important to like really kind of understand or try to understand the world a little bit, right? Like I find something interesting about like the mafia genre, right? All we hear, right, is the word rat, right? And if you're a rat, you're a bad person, right? Which that's questionable or not. I don't care personally, but are you aware of what's going on in like right now, the Sinaloa cartel? Like, are you aware of anything with that?
I mean,
like the Sinaloa cartel systematically will call the DEA and just kind of give up people that they don't want around anymore. Like that's how organizations work. Like they all like
I saw that. Yeah, they left that guy on the roof recently, right?
Right.
Yeah.
And the reason they did that, I received information, and a lot of people received information recently that there was a meeting at the top of the Sinaloa cartel where they basically agreed to hand him over because he's a liability at this point. And the goal was they wanted him killed. That was what they wanted to happen. But the U.S. stepped in and grabbed him and said, no, we're not killing him. We want to try to flip him. So El Nini is going to get extradited. But what they do in those countries, like Mexico, is they just give people up. Could you imagine in the mafia? Let's just say like Gravano decides, I'm going to give up John and then I'm taking over. Because that's how it works there,
Yeah.
Like it's crazy. They don't call it rat. It's a move. It's a move you got to make.
Exactly. And it's funny, like you have the people on the anti-rat YouTube. It's like when you think about it, like, right. So you have different organizations, right? Yeah. But if we're thinking about Al Qaeda or if we're thinking about the Sinaloa cartel, like we think, oh, good. I hope they're all rats because we got to get rid of them. But then if it's like, the mafia, then it's a double standard, right? It's it's something completely different. And we know who those people are. They have their own shortcomings, and usually they get exposed to be worse than rats, DV boys and all types of shit.
Yeah, no, it's always those people, the ones that are most vocal about it. It's always like, well, then we find out like they're, like you said, something they shouldn't be doing, or they, they're a rat themselves. It's the whole rat thing is stupid. And again, it's mostly people like that are in their 50, 60 years old. It's like, why do you care?
It's crazy. It's crazy. I mean, there's like 60-year-old trolls. I mean, on this shit.
And they're always the response always is, well, you don't know how it is until it happens to you. And it's like, who the fuck do you know that got ratted on? It's like, here's an idea: don't commit crimes, and you'll be all right. Like,
yeah,
like,
and then yeah. Go ahead.
No, real quick, like if I go out right now and rob the house across the street, and then I found out my neighbor called the cops, like I'm not gonna call them a rat. Like I shouldn't have been doing that. Like,
right.
It's nobody else's fault. If I rob a bank and the teller goes in the bathroom and calls the cops, like she's not a rat.
Exactly.
Don't commit crimes in the mafia. If you don't want to be in the mafia, you don't want to go to jail, don't do it.
Right. And we should know how to separate ourselves from that and look at it for what it is. And if we want to talk about it, we talk about it. But you're really not supposed to take sides, right? I mean, it's just like, and what was I going to say? I was going to say something before about, shit, I totally forgot. Fuck. Anyway, but no, you're right. I mean, there's a lot of weirdos in this scene here. Oh, what I was going to say, Jeff, is something you probably deal with too. And I'm not even going to be biased, even though I'm a New Yorker. But another thing you deal with in this genre is you have a lot of these tough guys who think that. And I got into it with one of these jerk offs who thankfully is not here right now. They think that because they're from New York, or they grew up in Brooklyn, or like they got some kind of edge, or like they're tough, or they have some kind of like aura about them just because they walked on the same streets that Tommy Karate walked on, or oh, I used to live on Avenue U. That means I'm this, I'm that. You deal with that shit too, don't you?
Oh yeah, I get people all the time that like belittle me and say you shouldn't be talking about this. You're not from Gravesend or Flatlands or Bensonhurst. What the fuck do you know? That's why when I get someone that's like, hey, I'm from Ozone Park and I like your videos, or they'll email me or something, and it's like, well, cool. Look, there's just people that they're just you got this guy in this chat right now calling me a liberal moron. Who? I'm a liberal moron? How? You don't even know me. So because I think people that are in other there are certain liberal policies I agree with, but that doesn't make
moron.
Like, what does it even matter anyway? Like,
sure.
How do you know my politics? This is the problem. Like, if you say one thing that someone doesn't agree with, you're a liberal moron. Or
what's that about anyway? That's that's another thing. It's just Vincent Michael. Like, what is your deal? Like,
hold on, don't block him, Vincent.
I'm not.
What about am I a liberal? What did I say that makes you think I'm a liberal? Like, why don't you come on the show? I'm sure I'll drop the link. Come on the show.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to come on, I mean, I'm gonna bring Loomis and OG in because they just got demonetized.
Oh yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I'm a liberal. How?
I have no idea. You're a liberal, people.
I don't think I've ever talked to the guy before.
How you doing, fellas? I got you guys are in prison right now. Jeff, actually, tell me about starting a new channel. How does that work?
Just do it, I guess. It's not really. It's just like you did when you started. You just start a totally new one.
But how does that work with monetization?
You got to get to the certain sub thing, and you have to get to the certain watch time thing.
Oh, I thought they would like try to stop you. Like, don't try to create another channel.
No, you can't.
That's what I thought the letter said, man. Like, don't try to make another channel, or
don't make another channel and then use the same content that you already used on the channel that they got you banned off.
Is that what it said? Okay.
My whole thought with them is like, anything they tell me, I'm just gonna do like, what the fuck are they gonna do about it?
Well, it actually made us. I just keep going on and keep doing more fucking shows because I don't care, man. And then people are still fucking seeing it, and I'm not going to tippy toe around fucking bullshit. Like, you know what I mean? We're going to enjoy ourselves and be who we are. And if you guys see my last short though, too, like I'm just saying, no, I'm not apologizing for it. Like I meant every word about it. And then what's his name? Got in touch with me just so you know, Christ Pod Vinny, and fucking said I'm so fucking sorry. But I don't care. If you don't do that shit, dude. You guys aren't fucking gangsters.
All right, we'll
Please
get to
stop
that. Yeah, I want to talk about that too. But I want to talk about both of you guys because you guys are
sorry,
No,
man.
we'll
It's
talk
just
about that.
you gotta
'Cause
get.
Jeff goes.
By the way, what's up, Jeff? How
What's
you
up,
doing,
Jeff? How you doing, man?
Hi guys, how are you?
All right,
Jeff,
all right.
sorry that
goes
fucking
back
happened to you.
to,
How about this? I was
you
fucking,
liberal
the
pansy.
night before I saw your video, and I was like, oh man. And literally the next day I woke up before work and looked at my email and boom, because I wasn't seeing the symbols underneath the YouTube, the dollar symbols, and I went and I got the same fucking thing that you got.
Yeah, someone called me and said it might have been Crime Spot, but yeah, it's I don't know if you heard what I said earlier on what they do is if you take a film, right? You take a clip and you post it on a short and you just post it, they consider that you're reusing content that's not yours and you didn't add anything to it. Now, if you'd have taken a video like you did and said, hey, this is The Irishman. It came out in 2016, and this is a scene where so-and-so does this, you would have been fine. Like, I read the policy, and it's very weird how it works. I'm just not doing shorts anymore. When I have a new I have a new one now. I'm just not going to do shorts anymore because that's the problem. It's not that your videos did anything wrong. I've never taken anyone's content on a video. It's all original.
The same here. We never took no one's content on YouTube. The only thing we did do though was put up like some movie clips in shorts.
And
only.
that's what happened. I guarantee.
But like you said, Jeff, though, no warning, just gone.
No, they didn't give me one either. And they sent me an email and it said you violated the reuse content policy thing. And my whole thought was, and I was telling Crime-Split this, when you post a video, it goes through copyright, whether you copyrighted anything, it goes through, did you say anything bad? And it gives you an approval.
We did the same thing. Yeah.
Yeah. Why the fuck did I get an approval then? Because I'll be honest, I would have never posted any of this shit. If they'd hit me up and said, hey, take the shorts down, I would have deleted every short I had. I don't care that much.
Yeah, if it didn't pass through the approval process, I would have said, that don't work.
Yeah, you wouldn't have put it up. Exactly.
Dude, I got a copyright, dude, from a fucking song that I wrote, and it's me on the video playing piano. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
What I'm learning is if you
original song too, original song, and it's, you know what I mean. It's not like I'm playing a song that's on the radio or whatever. And it's I don't know. And why the fuck they even looking at me? I got 2,000 subscribers.
But you know another thing, and I was telling Crime-Spot,
right, Mike? What do we got? Close to 3. Jeff, man, you though, man. But you, I mean, like you could have a fucking living and a life though with what you had, man. So that's
I've seen people with millions of subs, they get their channel taken from them. You know, luckily I'll figure it out. But like I was telling Crime-Spot, Loomis, let's say you went to Lee Cole and Lee Cole says to you, hey, you can use my video. Sorry. Or whoever. Pick a YouTuber, right?
Lee, stick with Lee. Stick with Lee.
Stick with Lee. That's
okay,
good.
so you take one of Lee's videos and you take a minute of it and you put it on a short. Lee could be totally fine with that, but YouTube doesn't know he's fine with that, and he can hit you for reuse content for doing that.
And Lee's the type of guy to be like, yeah, absolutely. But then he'd snake you out. Exactly. I got you.
Well, I'm not saying, you know what I mean? Like, it's crazy. You know?
Yeah.
But
yeah, no, 100%. No, that's what I'm saying. I don't get, that's the part that I don't get. And the other part that I don't get is I was watching channels yesterday that are like guys selling Glocks and this and that, and they're monetizing. It's all legal shit. And I'm just like, what the fuck? Like, you don't know. It kind of feels like we're targeted or something. Like, because we're not the only ones.
Well, I want to get to that too. It's interesting you said it because you guys are on the opposite end. Jeff, you had 60-something thousand subs. You guys, you had 3,000 something subs, whatever it is. And you guys are both ended up in the same situation, seemingly because of the same thing. But you have content creators who we don't have to name them who pretend to be professionals, you know, but the channels are.
I'll name them. I don't care.
Well, go ahead, Jeff, because, you know, Jeff, I mean, you guys, like I said, you guys got busted for the same shit. I know you guys. I'm getting to know Jeff. I know Jeff is not buying subs, but apparently, according to, you know, as Trump,
I heard somebody say that today.
Oh, yeah, you heard that fucking idiot Tom Lavecchia say.
I heard somebody. Yeah, I heard somebody was saying something like that. Yeah, I don't even remember who it was.
Yeah, Tom Lavecchia, the guy who has been on YouTube for 4 or 5 years, and he can't build a channel ever. He doesn't get any views. He's a hack.
Is that the guy right with the Tom Lavecchio is the guy that took me out to the charity, and then
Yes.
they sat me down and they wanted me to fucking edit for him for $50 an hour and blah blah blah, dude.
And
This
he took
guy
your
thinks he's the
content when you
fucking
filmed.
father. I'm sorry, Tom, if you're fucking listening, man, because you took I video messaged him and I threatened him because he just stole my fucking footage of inside Mount Carmel, and I was just like boom, 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 and yelled at him. But that guy's he watched Goodfellas too many times, and that's the type of guy he is, though. Loomis, film me getting this charity, film me paying for this charity money. No,
this is what I've learned on here. If someone does something that you don't,
been a long day, folks. I apologize. Go ahead, Jeff. Sorry.
Yeah, no, sorry. Yeah, if someone does something you don't like and you can't pass them, it's you bought subs, you bought views. No, I'm just. Understand, I've been doing content for a fucking decade. I worked at Barstool Sports not once but twice, and I know a bunch of people, and I know how to promote and build a fucking brand. It's not difficult. Just because you can't do it, maybe you should look at what I'm doing and try to mirror it. These people have no shame; like they'll just say anything. And if Tom's a guy who I think does know shit about YouTube, but it's like this was a guy 2 months ago that was telling me how great my channel was. Now all of a sudden I'm going to post videos saying he posted a community page out of nowhere and says that he just happened to post it. No, you know damn well why you posted that. You're trying to insinuate some shit. And I thought it was Bush League by him, and Chrysler, you make a great point. We're all in different spots. And if we break the rules, that's why we got demonetized. It wasn't because we bought subs. It's fucking bullshit.
Yeah. I mean, you guys are on
no,
opposite
Jeff, there's
ends.
no way though. Like, because you at 68, you did not buy subs. And like, I remember seeing you on like Barstool back then, and like the connections you have, not to mention though, you've been doing this though for a little while. And who said who the fuck said, listen, guys, are we giving these to people like that's what they want us? They want us to be reacting like this.
No, it's
like,
fine. No, it needs to be talked about because here's another thing with these people.
Well, they think they're fucking gangsters
Jeff,
though because they start channel certain. So go ahead.
And Jeff, you're really into sports, so I mean, I don't, you with the betting and stuff, so you do look at analytics and stuff like that. But I used to be a huge fan of baseball. It's my number one sport. In the past few years, they got into all this really money ball fucking shit that just really turns me off, right? So for anyone out there, this is just for me, and this is how I wanted to start the show, honestly. For anybody out there that wants to start a YouTube channel, you feel like you want to be creative, maybe there's something missing in your life, just start your channel. Like, don't listen to these guys that are like trying to get into all the statistics and do this and do that. Worry about starting your channel and don't take advice from people, especially people who have crappy YouTube channels who are seemingly not successful at it. Just start your channel and go into it and do it because you want to start creating content, and then you'll start learning these things. You'll start learning. Any successful person that's successful at anything, millionaire, billionaire, what do they say? Do it. Just fucking do it. Don't think about it so much.
I'll do it again, and then I'll hear the same stupid shit again. Look, if I was going to buy subs, I hate to tell you, it would be more than 60,000. Like, what do you think? I'm just
stop at 60. That's my spot.
Right.
What does that mean though? Like you buy sub and it's just like a fake human or something, just saying that you have this many?
I don't even know what that is.
I guess.
Yeah, no, I want to know like who subs to the channel.
Loomis,
like, you know what I mean? Like
Loomis,
you want to know that you earn that shit.
If you know me, you know how much I fucking truly love this shit and have a passion for it, and I never do that. And again, let me ask you, do you really think Barstool would have assumed control of my channel if they knew that? You don't think they run scans on channels? You don't think they have YouTube liaisons? And come on, give me a fucking break. Right. This stuff is ridiculous. It's the stupidest.
I don't even know why we're even. I don't even discuss because there's no way that you did. So why did someone say that you
somebody
did?
said that, man? I guess what was the deal with somebody being a YouTube liaison or something?
That was the guy.
Hate. Come on.
He claims he has a YouTube liaison that told him that people's channels are being taken down because they're buying subs. That's what they. But in turn, it wasn't a liaison. It was just some Twitter post that he claimed from liaison.
That's what okay. What the hell is it? Do they have a YouTube liaison? Is that a thing?
Yeah, they're like, but they go to like huge companies that have YouTube channels have liaisons. Like channels with 3,000 or 10,000 subs or even 50,000 subs don't have YouTube liaisons. Like Pat McAfee probably has a liaison. Howard Stern probably has a liaison. Barstool probably has liaisons, but I don't have one. Loomis doesn't have one. None of us on here have them.
Right.
I know what it is, man.
And let me tell you something about that character, Basta, that you just mentioned. This is a guy literally, in the most literal sense, he was on a show. I don't even remember what show. It might have been Lee Coles or whatever. He's on a show like a week or two ago, and they're going into the analytics. Shorts. You got to do shorts. You got to do this. Shorts. Yesterday, he's literally on another show. Whatever I said about shorts, no more shorts. Long-form content, no more shorts. So what changed in 2 weeks? Don't take advice from people like that, people. Okay? Because
I'll tell you this.
Oh my God.
If you were gonna learn how to play basketball and shoot a jump shot, would you go to the guy on fucking IUPUI on the bench, or would you go to the guy on Duke that's a 5-star fucking recruit?
Right.
No offense to that guy, but it's like he's not successful on YouTube. Like, why are you telling
good
us
analogy?
Yeah.
My question though is, let's just hypothetically say you have like 1 million subscribers, and like people. I mean, and then does the same thing happen to the people who have that fucking many? You know what I mean? Because that's like living. You can start business. I know people who have like millions, and like that's what got them business and everything, and that's their income. A lot of it. They just cut them just like that.
Loomis, go on Google and type in "channel got pulled on YouTube 1 million subs," and you'll see Reddit posts where guys will literally it's almost like they're crying. Like they have millions of subs, it's their livelihood, it's the only channel they have, and YouTube will just cut them loose for something they didn't really know. Like, be honest, Loomis. If YouTube came to you and said, "Hey, we uncovered 4 shorts, and these are against our reuse content policy." Okay. Because I'll tell you this, I had one that had 5 million views. I would have deleted it if YouTube came to me and said, "Hey, you're going to lose your channel if you don't delete this."
Yeah,
I would have deleted
exactly.
it. No problem. Like to just fucking pull the wool out from under you and just say, "Oh, you're done," and I'm not saying that I'm done forever, but like the next 3 months, I can't monetize videos. Why the fuck would I want to do them then?
Right.
I'm not here for my health.
Yeah.
Right. Because I don't know if people in the chat might not know, Jeff, this is like content creating. This is your career.
I don't have a job. I haven't had a job for years. And it's not that it's about me. I have a company that I'm in a contract with that they give me ads. I have ads on my podcast, on YouTube. I have to provide, money. I have to kick up to people above me. It's not just me. If it were me, I'd find a way to figure it out. But I have people above me. I don't just sit here and twiddle my thumbs. I'm not doing it because I'm greedy. I'm doing it because I have people above me that, they need to get their something from there as well. Because I make money doing this show, and I need to help them out too. It's not just me. I don't just come out of nowhere,
Hey, I heard you earlier mention how much you got on that one that had, what was it, 5 million views?
Yeah, I made $140.
That's insane.
Gunsmoke in the house.
Thank you, Gunsmoke. Much appreciated, my bro.
Gunsmoke, what's up, bro?
My neighborhood paisan.
I'm starting to learn that shorts are just like, all they do is fuck you in the end. And that's what bothers me the most. And I'm sure that's what bothers you, because I don't care at all about shorts. I did it because I was trying to promote and grow my channel. But in the grand scheme of things, I didn't make any money.
I looked at them like they're a trailer for our channel.
Exactly. 100%. And your hope is, let's say you get 5 people off shorts that subscribe to you. Your hope is they go and watch your videos. But one thing I learned, like that video got 5 million views. I think I got 7,000 subs in 6 days off that. It didn't help my views that much. Like, they don't even watch your channel. So it was just a waste of time,
Thank you, Corruption Connection. I know Roro drops your channel, so if you guys can sub, he started his own channel as well. Thank you, brother. Really appreciate that. Thank you.
Well, that's why, it's funny though that this was going to be, we still have a chance because they're letting us in February though.
Same,
reapply and all that stuff. But now it's like, that, like I thought this was going to be like a backup plan, like nice little second income coming in eventually and all that. But you can never get comfortable though with this as a career, no matter how much money you're making at a time. Like, you're walking on eggshells every day, not knowing if the next day it's just all going to be gone without warning.
And the thing is, remember, just because reapply for monetization, doesn't mean they're going to approve you either.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, so
yeah.
Let me ask you this, man. So if you don't know the exact part where they're like, "Hey, you're demonetized now because of this," what do you just go and erase all your content, or what? You know, I mean, they don't tell you, "Hey, it was this one or that one." I mean, I get it. There's some we can know. Okay, be careful with these, but
I read the policy and I just removed any content that wasn't mine and there wasn't anything added to it. Right. So, like, I have a TikTok, right? I'll take a TikTok that I make and I'll repurpose it as a short. That is exactly how shorts should be made. But I'll never like take a video and just post it again. I'll never do that again. So I definitely learned for sure, but now I'm going to have to build a whole new channel over again.
Did they ever give you any crap on TikTok, man, about doing mob stuff or anything? Because I constantly get.
Yeah, I got hit right away. This was crazy. I did a video when I first started on TikTok. I got 80,000 views in 10 minutes. The video was crazy.
Wow.
And within 15 minutes, it was taken down. And they told me. So I learned quickly what you can and can't post. You can't post guns. You can't post
TikTok there. Yeah.
So I'm very touchy with how I do stories on TikTok.
Gotcha.
I try to find, like, you know, I skip around my words. I make sure I don't show certain things. It's very tough.
Yeah.
G78, my man in Ireland. Thank you so much, buddy. I know it's late over there.
What's up?
Thanks for hanging out.
Ireland, G78. What's up, buddy?
Brother. Appreciate it, Gerard. You're the man. All right, guys, we have a special guest.
I love that,
we have a special guest. Roy DeMeo's brother. All right. I'll see you there later, buddy.
Does he have a brother? He did, right?
Yeah, he did it. One died. And
did he die? Yeah. That's what I thought,
yeah, he died in the Korean War. Yeah.
So that's the host of his brother.
It sucks how it works. You know, I think you just got to kind of keep pushing forward. I mean, think about it, Loomis. I mean, you're already you're a week closer to monetization, I guess, you know?
Yeah, no, exactly. Like, I'm not stopping though, too. I mean, this is just a passion. This is absolutely a passion of mine. Like I said, I wouldn't stop ever because just because it's given me opportunities to, like, I got like projects going on behind YouTube as well. So, you know, I'm not going to stop just because they cut our money, you know.
Hey, show Jeff some of that stuff.
But Jeff, you're in a different situation though than where we're
I just got to start over, and that's just what I'm going to do. You know,
why do you do this, man? Why don't you? Could you do something like? Oh no, you can't, because you would have to delete though the sit down then channel. I was going to say if you could, like, just somehow get the link up on the sit down channel, let your audience know, and then like.
That's what I did today. I created a whole new channel and just pumped the fucking link out there, and it looks.
Did you get a lot of subs yet or no?
Yeah,
he was doing pretty good. I subbed
I'm
already.
Up to I mean, I started posting it at like 3. I'm up to 1,500 already.
Oh, that's awesome, man.
Awesome,
okay,
man.
cool. Yeah, man.
That's
Then
great,
fuck,
bro.
you know what though? Yeah, don't give up. You know what I mean? Keep fucking going with it, man, because you know you do a good job. And there's people, you know, I understand, man, that you know we got to make a living and we need money and stuff as well. But there's definitely people out there that love what you do and are relying on it, and you're making people happy as well. So keep
And
that.
they'll say those are bought too, right? Those are bought.
Oh yeah, no, I'm surprised I haven't heard that yet. I'm surprised it's like, look how quick he got to 1,000. You know, we
How
know
is that
that's
possible?
bullshit, you know?
No, the bot thing. No, yeah, that's fucking bulls. Come on.
There's two things I hear all the time. But by the way, my new name is the Wikipedia God, because they always say that too. Oh, I only do shows because I just read off of Wikipedia. That was another thing I hear all the time.
No, Jeff, I only called you out one time on one thing that you said. I don't know if you saw it.
I don't care if you did. What'd you say?
It's nothing bad or nothing, no, but it was when you said Derek Alanis though wasn't associated at all with the Gambinos.
Wait,
and then
say the name again? Sorry.
Derek Alanis. Derek Meyer Galanis.
I don't believe he was. I don't.
Yeah, I have his paperwork though. He absolutely was.
I mean, I'd love to see that. And if I was wrong,
Yeah, I put it up on the show and everything though that we did. Yeah, no, he 100% is, and his father's. Yeah, no, and I know him pretty well. He's 100% involved, and but you don't take that from me though. Like I said, though, the paperwork's out there.
I'll have to take a look at that.
Yeah, no, it happens, man.
Thank you so much, Funhouse.
You know what I mean?
Appreciate
It happens. I'm just saying, though, that's the only time I said whatever. But then I started watching you, a lot of you, and I love, man, the shorts though that you would do though, man, like where you see your little fucking.
That's what I put on TikTok. Yeah.
Yeah, those ones though, and like and you're telling like different stories and stuff though. Like Brett told me, he's like, Loomis with the Buffalinos, like instead of just being like saying a name in the title or just said, he's like, do something like, who did Frank Sheeran actually kill? And like, like stuff like that. And or like just tell like you do, like you tell little stories going. I always say, I think NYC, you and OC Shorts are like, great mob fucking, you're going to learn on those channels.
Thank you. Yeah, my goal is to just find interesting stories and just try to tell a quick minute or two story on it. And then, use YouTube to tell a longer story on other things. But, like, bro, like one of my, who that guy, that kid Hasbulla is? You guys know that kid, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. I did a short on TikTok about him. He got arrested like 6 months ago.
Yeah.
What did he get arrested for?
He was like, him and his friends were like, joyriding and like doing donuts and shit and like parking lots.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I did a TikTok on it. It got like 400,000 views. So it's just about like finding.
That's international. Hasbulla is international. He's huge.
Yeah. But it's like just finding little stories that like are funny or like interesting and just running with them,
Well, that's what I was saying. Like, and for anyone that wants to make content, I'm going to give you a tip. And listen, I'm not as big as Jeff was, whatever. I don't have like a huge channel, whatever, but I'll give you a little.
It doesn't matter though, bro. Subs don't matter. If you get views,
I know.
Like, who cares about subs?
I'll give you guys a tip, and it's the same tip I gave Loomis. If you're going to come on here and you're going to start a new channel, and it's going to be the story of John Gotti, the story of Roy DeMeo, nobody wants to watch that. But if you do a story, Roy DeMeo, like I know Jeff did a short on the story of Mikey Muscles, right? Roy DeMeo kills somebody in Canarsie or whatever. Or like I did a story on John Favara. John Favara gets abducted. And like if you pick a tiny storyline within a greater story, people are more interested in that.
And you know what you do? And
like Jeff, though, like when Jeff showed that one short with the one Gotti brother who actually like owned like a produce thing, like those little like type of stories like that. That was great, Jeff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like, and he is totally right with. And look, the truth of the matter is, the name Gotti gets a lot of views, right? So like, I do a video on, for instance, Danny Marino or someone that was in the Gambino family. When I did a video on Danny Marino, it was the thorn in John Gotti's side, Danny Marino. Like I use like certain names to help the quality of the video, but the whole story is about something else. I did a video on that guy Joe Coffey, Crime Spot, the cop. Right?
Yeah, he was a tough guy, man. He was a cop, but he was a tough guy too.
But in the title, I said, like, I don't know if you know, but John Gotti ordered someone to beat him up. Like they wanted to beat him up. And I think he ordered Mikey Scars to do it. So
that's crazy.
Yeah, so you got to find those little stories and just try to put them into the title and connect it.
Like I have a video up right here. Charles Corniglia arrested after Tommy DeSimone's wedding.
You're
something
gonna
like that.
Name. Yeah.
It's got to have like an interesting angle to it. Like I said, pick a small story within a larger story.
Now, let me ask you, Loomis. Let me ask you a question. Right. So I interviewed Gene Borello when he just got out of prison, right?
Yeah.
What was it, like a month ago? He wanted to come on. I said, okay, you come on. If I just put Gene Borello interview, it wouldn't have got any views. However, in the video, he called Joey Merlino a rat. Put that in the title. Do you think if I'd have put the original title, do you think it would have got as many views? Of course not. But I'm not here to make
and you're also though not putting clickbait. You're just telling the truth in the title as well.
Exactly. I'm not saying
but what the problem is though that the people that watch though, and this is what I said. Like I was up at Anthony Aralotta's house and up in Springfield last year and doing just a segment on Springfield and all that.
Yep.
And immediately everyone in the mob tube genre that's watching it, they think then that like I'm team that. Like, you know what I mean? I'm a freelance fucking podcaster.
They say it all.
Interview and I'm not a gangster. I'm not with them. Like, you know what I'm saying though? Like I'm doing a job of interviewing.
John
it's funny though that
John Ayler said before that I'm working for the Gottis. He said that on multiple occasions. If you know anything about like up until recently, Angel hated me because I don't work for anyone. But that's the problem in this genre. Everyone thinks that if you do a story, and you say something like Dominic Sicali. I've said stuff about Dom recently. I don't agree with what he's doing. I think it's stupid. I don't think it makes any sense. It's not that I don't like Dominic, though. I don't have an issue with him.
Yeah. It's actually sad.
A lot of these things, though. Like, what's
he
going on
doing, man? Y'all tell me.
Well, he's just been like every show, he's like calling out Joey Merlino, like every show. It's just, it gets old. Like,
it's a losing battle. People,
but why? What the hell Joey Merlino do? You know what I'm saying?
Well, he has a problem with Joey that Joey's like, I guess he has an issue that Joey like is on here doing the show that he's doing.
So he can do it, but Joey can't. Huh?
He thinks it's like he claims that Joey's a made guy, so why is he on YouTube? You know,
he can do what he wants.
Right.
But
that's what I told him. I think it's stupid.
This is coming from a guy who fucking cooperated though, and fucking he's gonna bitch about Joey Merlino being on
He's
YouTube.
Gonna talk shit about Joey.
Yeah, but that's what I'm trying to say is like, in the end, I don't have any issue. I don't like.
He got mad because he was starting to do his channel, and he saw that Joey's channel, that Joey came out, and he's like, "Oh shit, there's a real one though out there," and he was like, he felt threatened by that because Joey's obviously people are gonna tune in to fucking Joey Merlino, obviously. And that fucking Sicali, no disrespect to him. Well, yeah, I'll throw that on there. Disrespect to him. He flip flops like so fucking much, man. Like it's just like.
But I think he should not do.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I don't think you should do it. I think you should just like just do your channel and like your stuff will come out. You know, and I don't know.
You got to attack him because you're not doing as good or whatever.
And listen, that's a losing battle. You're not going to go after Joey Merlino and have people on your side. I mean, the guy, nobody dislikes Joey Merlino.
Who doesn't like him? That's what I'm saying.
Not in this genre, at least. I mean, who dislikes
on anything? Shit, for that matter. You know.
So yes, that. What'd you say again? Because my computer went on what?
What's up? What do you mean?
No. Dude, Mike said on anything. I didn't hear the question or whatever you guys just said. My computer froze. That's all.
So I was saying it's a losing battle because no one, at least in this genre or interested in organized crime, dislikes Joey Merlino. So for Dom to be going after him, like, what is the point of that? It's
because he's hoping.
Yeah, that's like cyber whacking yourself. That's cyber whack suicide. You know what I mean? Because especially in this genre, because Joey is not even just because of the mafia stuff, though. I don't know. He's a great guy. You know, he does to see the charity that he's doing, like he's giving back, doing his thing and stuff like that. So,
Loomis, there's a certain level, there's a certain group of people on here. And again, it's a lot of people that I would say are more pro FBI that look at it and say, who the fuck is he to do that? Where's he getting the money to do that?
What rather do? Be out there still fucking committing crimes? Like, you know, it's nice that he's doing that now. Like, what do they want him to do?
That's it. I agree with you. I agree. I'm just telling you that's what they think.
Is that what it is?
Yeah. Okay. No, I know. I just like that was me telling them, like, you know.
Yeah, and what I saw Joey do recently was, you know, with the turkey drive and the bikes. Listen, I don't want to start shit, but that's more than anything that I've seen these other guys doing that been saying they're taking care of the kids for the past 5 years. Oh, it's about the kids. It's about the kids.
Exactly.
It's the kids. What have you guys done? I've never seen you do anything for kids.
Right.
Maybe you'll show up to like some hall with the police, like, oh, let me tell you about my life.
Did you see any of them even do anything charitable though? Really?
That's what I'm saying. Like,
and Joey's been doing that forever, man. You can look at old pictures.
Oh yeah,
back in the day as a young guy doing that, man.
You know what I'm saying? And these days. Yeah, buddy.
And Mike, that's when the feds though were all pissed off though because he was a gangster. They wanted to get him at that time, and like there's a little kid. I remember the news thing. There was a little kid going, "Hey Joey, I want to be like you," and then fucking and then the newscast just like, you know. Now though that he's out and he's done with that, obviously, you know, he wouldn't be on YouTube if he wasn't.
You're gonna be active.
Last time he went away, he fucking away. When he was on parole, he went away for making a bet. Like, come on, people. Yeah. You know what I mean? A bet. But what
I want to ask you, Jeff. No, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
Jeff, I wanted to ask you because I know you're a little with the Philly stuff, and I know you spent some time there or whatever, and I don't know who you know there or whatever, but what is your opinion on that? And if you don't want to say, you don't have to say.
Listen,
but
here's the problem. Here's the problem with people on here.
I lived in Philly for a bit too. Yeah, go ahead.
They don't want to believe that anyone can change and do something else, right? So I've said this for years. I do not believe Joey Merlino is connected to the mafia. I think he has given up that world. I think he lives in Florida. And I think he's just trying to keep himself out of prison and enjoy his family for the rest of his life. I don't know it for a fact. It's just what I think. It's none of my business, to be fair. As far as
and even if we did know, why would we say it? You know?
Right. That said, if Joey does something that's going to get him arrested and it's reported, I'm going to bring it up. Like, it just, I'm not.
Yeah, well, that's
I'm
not you though bashing him. That's just you doing your thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
you're like doing the news.
I think he has realized, you look at his last 40 years, right? From 20 to 60, he's been connected to a certain Italian American subculture. And a lot of it's been in prison. And I think he's probably looking at it and saying, I got a wife, I got 2 grown kids. You know, I want to, you know, I have 15, 20 years left. I don't want to be doing it in fucking prison, you know? And what my problem is, and Loomis brought this up, is it seems like they create crimes to put him in prison. Like, for instance, betting on sports. I mean, everyone does that.
Right.
Yet they hem him up because they can't beat him. And that's the problem. The government becomes salty, right? They get to a point where they say, this motherfucker, who's he think he is? We're going to get him. Look at what they did with this Sam Bankman-Fried, the kid with the fuzzy hair. Look at him. They'll go to any length to get someone. They did with John Gotti. If they don't like you, they will go to any length of the earth to put you in prison.
Oh, yeah, it's over. Yeah, it's over.
But with Dominic Cicali, I mean, he was openly saying, I know he's the current boss of the Philly crime. Why the fuck would he say something like that?
He wants to solidify his place as being a rat, I
Unless
guess.
he took it back, but I'm pretty sure that's what he was saying.
Yeah, I don't.
How do you know? You're not in it.
Exactly, Mike. Exactly. That's the thing. And we shouldn't speculate. Look, if he is, we know he lives in Florida. He's not down in South Philly making moves. Like,
no, he's not right now. No, that I wouldn't even, you know what I mean? But like, you know, especially like I could see if a story came out or whatever, and then, you know, then you say it though, but it's not like, oh, what are we going to say? Oh, I heard he's doing this with this right now. No,
he's
you know, right now he's doing great fucking things. And the last thing I saw him doing was fucking taking 65 or whatever, 70 bikes for kids out of Walmart. So that's what we should talk about, you know, but at the same time though, like Jeff said, yeah, if something comes up, like, you know, out there, then yeah, he will. You know what I mean?
Turkeys like Nino Brown.
Or like what's his name? Bumpy Johnson.
There you go.
That's who started that shit, I think, back in the Harlem days.
Hey, speaking of, you brought up Sam Bankman-Fried. Speaking of like white collar criminals, Jeff, I got to be honest, I'm a little disappointed that you haven't had like Martin Shkreli on your show, a fellow Albanian.
Well, see, I want to tell you a little story about that. So when I was at Barstool, I got him to agree to an interview. He was going to come he was going to come into the office and do it, and I got the axe from above. It was the only time I'd ever been told I can't do an interview, and I guess my boss had a beef with him on something, and he wasn't allowed in the building. But Martin's a guy that he's hard to speak to. He's just all over the place. You know, I like Martin Shkreli a lot, but you know, he's a hard person to interview.
Yeah, I remember he followed me on Instagram a few months ago, and I was like, "Wow, that's crazy. Why would he do that?" And then
he's a cool guy.
He unfollowed me like the next day. I was like, "Oh, that was a mistake, I guess."
He's a little unhinged, you know. He says a lot of crazy shit.
Yeah.
I know who Vincent Michael is now. Crime Spot. There's this guy that's been harassing me because he's upset that I think Anthony Center could have been cooperating to get out of prison. He thinks it's the most awful thing ever. Like,
right, but like Vincent Michael, if you disagree with that, that's fine. To be honest, Jeff, I kind of disagree with that, but I don't care if that's your opinion. Like, what's that to get mad about?
It's
like,
really just a theory. It's really just a theory,
right.
And I think if you have any brain whatsoever, think about what you're saying. This is a person that admitted to 10 murders, admitted to it. Life means life. OG Mike, you seem like an OG, so I'm going to ask you. Okay, is Mike there or is he frozen?
I'm listening to you.
Okay. Yeah, you look frozen.
No, my bad. I'm just listening.
Let's say you're at your house, or any of us on this panel. We're at our house, and we have a friend that's doing life in prison, and you get a call one day, yo, I'm out. I'm getting out. The first thought is, how are you getting out? You have life. What do you mean you're getting out?
After 30 years, how many years has he been in there now?
Like around 35.
No, I get it. It could be suspicious, man. I mean, definitely, like for him especially, man, I'm shocked, man.
And it's a theory. I didn't say it. I believed he was. I said it's a theory. I think it's something to think about. I'm not saying he is or he isn't. The truth is, it's weird. And you know about Anthony Casso crime spot. Burton Kaplan was in his 70s and decided to become a cooperator.
100%.
He just didn't want to go to prison, and I'm sure he's not. But to let someone out that's did 10 murders and probably dozens more, when you have someone like, again, Victor Amuso or Victor Arena or Frank Lacasia who died, I get that he was sentenced like a year before that law went into effect. But to me, the government, I feel like he'd be last on the list to give any sort of help to, As far as guidelines, I know many people that were sentenced before 1985 that are doing life. Ace Aiello's father, crime spot, you know him.
Yeah, you were telling me about that, yeah.
Ace Aiello's father got sentenced in 85 to life. Mark Ryder got sentenced to life, still there. Why aren't they getting out? Why isn't Joey Testa out? Why isn't Henry Borelli getting out? It's weird.
Joey Testa, though. I think there is something though they're saying though in a few months though that he's up for parole as well.
Why aren't they all getting out? They're all in the same case, is what I'm saying. It's weird. That's all. Gotcha. I'm not saying it's true or not. It's just a theory.
No, it is weird. It is weird. Now, I did the live.
I guess you're not allowed to have a theory though on your own show.
Right. That's the other thing. Like,
why can't you have a theory?
Not allowed.
The government does weird things,
Like,
I did the live stream on Henry Borelli, really breaking it down, and they're using hearsay to keep him locked up. That's basically what they're doing, and they're admitting to it. They're citing other cases. They're using hearsay and who they actually believe Henry to be, and they're using Judge Kevin Duffy's statements from the 80s. You are what I call a contract killer. They're looking at what he was originally indicted for, this murder, that murder, that murder, regardless of whether he beat them or not. They're viewing Henry Borelli as a contract killer. So I guess they could use that in any sense, Jeff. What do you think? Like Mark Ryder, like, is there anything to the story that he had Billy Bright whacked? You ever heard that?
Then bring charges against him.
Right, but no, that's right. But I guess the government can use whatever hearsay or whatever shit they want to keep people in prison. But then it makes you wonder about Anthony Center.
Let's ask ourselves this. When you look at like Fred Gies, right? He supposedly killed people for Springfield faction of the mafia. Do we know he actually did that, or are we just taking people's words for it? I'm not defending him. I'm just asking. Look at any murder that happens. Unless we see them on camera doing it, do we ever actually know they did it, or are we just taking people's words for it?
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just being honest. I mean, do we know he actually killed?
Let me guess, though. You're a conspiracy theorist, right?
No, not at all. I'm just asking.
Oh, really? Okay. But go ahead.
Do we know he actually killed Bulger? Do we see him on camera doing that?
Right.
No.
Or do we just assume
I understand though your point. I understand. They're you know what else is crazy too? A lot of it is though they're taking the word though of meaning the cooperators word from people who like killed many of people.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Like, that's another double standard. It's like, and I've always.
So how trustworthy is that information if this guy's a killer? Or like gangsters. So.
Well, I've used the thought of like Gravano, right, with Gotti. They just hated Gotti more than anyone else and said, we're willing to forgive anything as long as you tell us about this guy, because we hate him.
It was the name Gotti and the mafia.
Right.
That's why the FBI, I know from studying the hell out of the Bulger case and knowing people out there that that's why Whitey got away for so long, is because in the FBI, the Italian mafia that's the home run, and that's what they want.
And also, let me ask you, and maybe I'm just stupid or don't understand, Kratzpop, but didn't they get convicted and sentenced in the late 80s?
That's another thing that's boggling my mind a little bit, because those murders that they got sentenced for, those are all, so they never went away for anything they did with Anthony Casso. Even though Anthony Casso, when he was talking about the gas scam, there's a reference to Joey Testa killing Vladimir Reznikov, but they still never charged Testa with that. I don't know what that's about. So all of the murders in those indictments, they're all from the late 70s. All of them.
But they weren't convicted until the late 80s, is what I'm saying.
Right. But
so it matters when you're convicted.
Aren't those crimes committed before 87?
I don't think it matters. It's when you're convicted. That's what I thought. But again, what I'm saying is it's not that hard to understand. If I go out and kill someone in the street right now, I'm getting life in state prison without the possibility of parole for one hit. For one hit.
Right.
These cats have killed dozens of people and we know about it. Yet you have a guy in the same case who didn't can get convicted of any murders. You stole a bunch of cars and he will never get out of prison. What the fuck sense does that make? Is it actually that hard to believe to say that maybe he gave them some information? It's not that hard to believe.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense. It really doesn't make sense.
You just have these weird, depraved people on here that will make excuses for people like this. No offense.
Like, listen, I always say it's like they should have mafia superhero like dolls, like or something. Though, like that they're fan fucking boys. Like I got my Roy DeMeo doll over here, or like I got my fucking like Jesus Christ, you know?
Yeah. No, the sentence is crazy though, like that, man. Because you take a guy like Rob Rosso who had life in prison for a nonviolent drug offense.
Right.
My buddy got a murder, pled guilty to 50 years, did 27 years,
and was out.
And yeah, he did 27 years on it, but Rob did just about the same on a nonviolent drug. Yeah.
Drugs.
Yeah, but I mean that was
look at
had to be the late 80s or 90s like he got that case.
Vito Guzzo. Vito Guzzo pled to 5 murders. He said, I killed that guy, that guy, that guy, that guy, that guy. All right, we'll give you 38 years. All right, cool. I'm in. As long as I don't get life.
Right.
Like, Jeff, it's funny you brought up Guzzo because I put up your channel in the community thing.
Yeah.
And somebody wrote, I'll subscribe if he admits Vito Guzzo is a legend.
Shit. Did they make a doll for that one yet, man? A superhero?
I guess you haven't admitted that Guzzo's a legend yet, Jeff. What's the matter with you?
Well, I don't know. I'll ask Vincent Michael. Would you let Anthony Center live next to you?
Yeah. But the whole thing is like, who cares if you have a theory or if you're like going over like possible scenarios, like that's what it's all about at the end of the day, right? So
not on here. It's not allowed. You cannot have opinions on here. Mike, remember that. You cannot have opinions on here. Loomis, you cannot have opinions on here.
Oh, dude, I get bashed. Dude, I've done things on the Carniglia brothers. I did a video that has a lot of fucking views. But when I did that Charles Carniglia video, when I walked around Ozone Park, and then I went to the diner where he got into the fight with Albert Gelb, and I went to the spot where Albert Gelb was murdered. Dude, I have so many people, because at the end of that video, I basically called Charles Carniglia a fucking scumbag. And I didn't say that, but I basically, that's how I painted him. He killed it. Listen, he was charged with it. He wasn't convicted of killing Albert Gelb, but let's be real, people. 24-year-old court officer Albert Gelb gets murdered because he got into this fight with Charles Carniglia. Charles Carniglia murders an armored truck guard at JFK. That's one he did get convicted for. And I'm just, kind of went at him a little bit. And I had so many people coming at me for talking shit on this guy who, by all accounts, was a serial killer. If you believe what the informant said, he fucking kept mementos at the junkyard in his little barn that he had there. And, people are making fun of Albert Gelb. I'll mind your fucking business. Do this. He should mind his damn business. Who are you to judge? Who are you to do this? It's like, dude, you know who I'm talking about? I'm talking about a very disgusting individual who probably would have been killing people whether he was in the mafia or not.
Yeah, I mean, it's a weird, but then again, I mean, you have a lot of like social rejects in America in general that like they like worship like the Columbine killers and stuff. Like,
very true.
Like, there's a lot of like weird, like, I understand finding it interesting, but like going to like Columbine and like wearing a trench coat and like pretending you're there with it, it's weird.
Yeah. There's so many extreme thoughts though on Carniglia. That's what's a trip to me, man. Like you said, there's people who I've heard people just totally, man, that guy's a sick weirdo, blah blah blah. Then you have people that are like, nah, he's a good dude, or whatever.
Well, you guys spoke to someone that went to prison with him, so he's got a different.
He had a different thought on him,
Like
and that's in prison.
It's like when I speak to Pete, he loves Anthony. He loves that he's getting out. He loves him.
Right.
I talked to Chad Marks. Chad Marks told me Carniglia was like a very nice guy. Like, I'm not doubting that, but
was he locked up with Carniglia?
Yeah, he told me he was like a super nice guy.
That's what the guy we talked to said the same thing, man. I wonder if Derek knew Chad in there, man. We got to find out, Loomis.
Yeah. I haven't talked to him in a little bit. Usually he'll like text or I'll reach out to him tomorrow.
Yeah.
But as far as like what somebody like that does, and as far as what numerous different people said he did, I mean, listen, you have to like, I don't know. Do you want to always believe the informants? Do you want to? I mean, there's more than one person that said that he would do certain things, and those are not normal things to do by any means.
Right.
Pouring acid on teenagers' feet,
I don't think anybody. I've heard many people say that Caniglia was a lunatic. I mean, listen, this genre, that's why you just try to adhere to like what most people want, and just some of the lunatics you just try not to please,
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I can understand if you're just making things up and you're just trying to be biased, but
right. Well, what do you think Centaur could have gave him, man? I wonder. I mean, I'm just thinking.
He probably, I'm sure he probably didn't give him anything. He probably to say he's just the well-behaved is like, is it that crazy to think that that's not the only reason he got out? I mean, we're not talking about a guy who maybe did one murder. Like, this is one of the most depraved people in mafia history. Let's just be honest. This is the worst of the worst.
Oh, he was in a sick crew, man. I mean,
and we know
without a doubt, yeah.
The American government fucking hate the mafia. Hate them. Like, they let Frank Locascio die.
Right. Yeah.
Just being in the same room as hearing a murder was going down.
Yeah.
So it's crazy to think that possibly, who we've heard, if you respect Rosso, who you guys seemingly have talked to, Rosso said before that it's common knowledge that Testa and Center were both very cool with a lot of different guards and did a lot of different things. Yeah. So it's not that crazy.
Yeah, I'm not like questioning.
I don't think he did, though. Personally, I don't think he did. But I mean, I understand I understand where the theory comes from, but I don't think he did.
And someone's saying, then why?
Just because of what Brett just said, though, because of the fact of who's he gonna who's the big? I mean, a guy who has that many murders to get out, he's gonna have to give away a big fish. And at this time of age, like who's that big fish that he's gonna get? I doubt it.
Let me answer this, IH Farmer, because when he was convicted, he was what, 20 some years old?
Exactly, Farmer.
He had that stupid thought of omerta for years, and then decides and sees that his life is passing him by. The mob's a fucking joke, and he says, I'm done with this. Just like Burton Kaplan. Burton Kaplan said, I'll never fucking cooperate. I hate rats. What did he do? He ratted.
Yeah.
Anthony Castro, I'll never rat. He ratted. Like, I'm not saying he did or he didn't, but it's not that crazy to think about. Maybe he just doesn't want to die in federal prison.
Yeah, but you can't throw that tag though on anyone until it's really out there.
Yeah.
I just legit am wondering what I'm saying in my mind, like what could he have gave him? Unless he's just got something so big that it's gonna blow the covers off of everything. You know what I mean? Some mystery.
I guess I'm just surprised at how many people out there are like carrying water for this guy,
right.
Well, I don't get. Yeah.
I think a lot of it has to do with they have this pipe dream that he's going to come out here and start talking, and which is not going to happen. I mean, I hate to break it to you guys, but the only way that could happen is if you get a guy like Patrick Bet-David or something. He throws him like $500,000 or $100,000. Maybe he'll think about it, but I was on Lee's show for like 15-20 minutes earlier, and he brought up Tommy Reynolds. And if you think about somebody like that coming out to talk, it's very clear as far as I know, it's very clear what Tommy Reynolds did, right? He went to prison. He went to prison for the murders and whatever he did, and that's it. Anthony Center, there's so many fucking skeletons in this guy's closet. The idea that he could come out and speak and maybe say something that he shouldn't say by accident, like there's no fucking way that a guy like that is going to come out here, because we don't know everything that he did. There's too many things. There's
too dangerous for him, man, for as far as legally.
What do you think about that, Jeff?
Yeah, he's not going to ever speak. None of these people are ever going to speak. Reynolds is. I talked to Reynolds' mother a few times. And
wait, you think he isn't?
No way.
Interesting. Wow.
I think he's probably, from what I heard, he's going to move to Maine with some of his family, and that's that.
Okay.
And he's gonna just
I
try to
think
be
though that
annoying.
the mind could change though when he's with some of his family in Maine, and then he sees though that there are people making money though on YouTube doing this, and their minds could
Talking
change.
about
You never
him.
know. Well, I'm saying with Tommy Reynolds, I don't know though. With I don't think you'll ever see Center on here.
I've heard Tommy's completely found God, like completely, like very
Okay.
devout individual. Like,
Right.
you know, it's but Vincent, like, what's your end game here, Vincent? Like, so you just want me to never talk about it again? Is that what your goal is here? I mean, like, it's just a theory, man. Like, why are you taking it so seriously? I don't get it.
Jeff talking.
Like, I think you seem way too involved, man. Like, are you a family member? You probably are. I mean, hey, sorry, man. It's a theory.
Yeah, that's all it is, and you know, it is what it is. I mean, I don't see anything wrong with it. It's okay to agree with it. It's okay to disagree with it. It really.
Yeah, it's opinions, right?
Tommy never coming on here.
Yeah, I agree with that.
No, I'm not saying he would. I just see because people were wondering if he would. I guess my point is you have more of a chance of somebody like that because of his charges, because with Center, there's just way too much unknown. There's
open cases and stuff, right?
So much unknown, and a guy like that could never. It just can't happen.
Plus,
really.
I think they may look at it as like I'm sure Vito Guzzo, someone like that, he probably looks at what things like I do and you do. He looks at this as the R word, right?
Right.
They just do. They just do. Like they would never come on here and talk about that life. They just wouldn't.
Right. Is he getting out in like 5 years or something?
Yeah, I think his release date's like 2030.
Wow. Interesting. Very interesting.
By the way, let me ask you guys a question. Why are train horns so fucking loud? Like, you ever think about that?
So you fucking get out of the fucking way. Like,
No,
what do you mean? What do you mean?
Did you hear the
outside,
one
like,
by my house? Did you just hear it?
I heard that. Yeah.
No, because like I have
Son
a train track out front, right? And it's a freight. They're freight liners. They're not like regular passenger chains, but like they do it the horn for so fucking.
Oh
long.
yeah, man.
Like,
I get it
why?
over here at 3:00 in the morning every night, man. And that one's like over half a mile away from my house or more that you could hear.
Like who's actually on the tracks, right?
Yeah,
like
no
it's
shit.
a freight.
Well, freight tracks, you have so freight tracks, I have a lot of friends in the freight scene as far as the graffiti angle goes. So
yeah.
So you have a lot of depending on if it's do you have a layup by you, Jeff, or they just pass by? Do they ever park there?
No, they're passed by.
They just passing by.
Right out front of my house.
See, I got a park spot near me, man, about a mile.
Freight tracks, they attract a lot of bums, a lot of vagrants, and then you got the graffiti riders trying to hit the freights too. But if they're usually just passing by and it's not a layup, I don't know. That's weird.
I've never seen anyone on the train. Like, I mean, obviously freight trains, but yeah, they're just passing through.
What's up, Wise Guy? How are you, buddy? Follow Wise Guy TV. He does interesting content, of course. I like that video you did with Francis in the flea market. You know, interestingly enough, Wise Guy TV, for whatever reason, a lot of information about Francis and Gotti in that flea market thing is in Roy DeMeo's FBI files. And I think because it has to do with the Glenwood flea market in Brooklyn. And I think because one of the guys that got indicted, two people, a husband and wife by name the Hellmans, who like lied in court or took some money from Nino Gadji, whatever. So they ended up getting indicted, this Jewish couple. I think one of them had interest in one of those flea markets, Wise Guy TV. So if you look in those files, or I'll send it to you, they talk about Francis and Gotti with a little flea market drama, if you want some more context to that. Wise Guy TV. Hey, guys, can I just put something on the screen real quick?
Yeah, I'm actually going to take a piss. Do your thing.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
There it is.
What a disgusting video.
Oh, shit. Oh, man.
Hey, guys, I'm gonna
right.
take off. I gotta go to Lowe's before they close. They close pretty soon. So I'll answer your question though. What were you gonna say, bro?
Yeah, one more question, Jeff. Do you? I know because this came up a long time ago. Do you think that Sammy and Gotti were at the scene of the shooting, or Sammy just had to make that up to put Gotti there?
No, So I interviewed him. What was it, like a year ago?
Yes.
It was actually a year ago, a month ago in 2022. Yeah, he claims he was. I don't believe that.
Wow. Interesting.
No.
Okay.
Now he did make him out to be like he was the guy that created the plan and all that stuff, but I don't agree with that either. But I will say, I mean, I know a lot of people hate him. I'm not his biggest fan either, but he was very nice to me. I will say that. He gave me 2 hours. I mean, he was super complimentary to me, but there were also things like he basically said to me, "You can't ask this. You can't ask that."
Right.
You know, he called me. I remember the night he called me the night before. I get a call from Arizona, and the lady goes, "Here's Sammy." That's right. What she says right away. He goes, "Hey," he goes, "Hey, how you doing?" I'm like, "What's up, Sam? How are you?" I'm like, "Nice to talk to you." He goes, "How you been, my friend?" I was like, "I'm good." And he talked to me for a while, and he's like, "So what are you going to ask me?" I was like, I told him. He goes, "Well, I want to talk about certain things. I don't want to talk about my brother-in-law, you know, and a couple other things." But no, I don't think he was there. No.
Let me ask you one question about Sammy, man. Did you ask him? Because I asked Gerard this once, man, like years ago. Did you ask him if he's ever heard the song Mr. Moran?
No. What's that about?
You've never heard Mr. Moran?
No.
Is that the Boss Stones song?
Mighty Mighty Boss Stones? Yeah.
They mention him or?
It's about him, the whole song.
Oh, that song. Yeah. I have heard that. No, I haven't. I would like to ask him that, though. That's a good point, actually. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Well, Jeff, man, I really appreciate you coming on.
Yeah,
somebody says you sound like Tony Ducks. I don't know about that, but okay.
No, I don't think.
I don't know the first thing about it.
Yeah. I don't know the first thing about it. All right. Thanks, guys. Mike, nice to speak to you.
Yeah, nice talking to you, man.
Yeah,
good
tell
luck
Loomis.
with the new channel, man. I subbed and I'll be watching.
Yeah,
see you, Loomis.
Oh, Jeff, though, man. Thanks, though, man. Good shit.
Yeah. See you guys. Take it easy.
Good luck with the new
care,
channel.
bud.
Thank you.
Appreciate it, Jeff. Thanks for coming on. All right, that was Jeff Nadu. Roro's been. Oh, and Roro, I didn't forget about you. Roro. Thank you so much, Roro. $100 cash app from
Roro's
the
the best.
legend, Roro.
Yes.
Thank you, Roro. What would I be
She
without
really is,
you?
man.
Thank you so much. And thanks for sharing Jeff's channel again.
You share our channel yet, Brett? The fuck? I don't see no link, nothing.
No, yeah, no, she's not sharing
What's
it.
that all about?
Jeez, man.
Just kidding around.
No, she's been sharing it. No. I told her. I sent her a text. I said Loomis and Jeff's. I just had to send her Jeff's because it's new. She already has yours.
Dude, I'm fucking obvious. I'm fucking around.
No, I know. I just want to make sure that.
I thought we're getting wild tonight. What's up?
No, we've had like over 100 people in here this whole time.
Yeah.
No, I know. I'm saying,
Rob, please tell me Brad Bird is the next guest. I wish, man. I wish, Rob. I mean, I don't know what to do about that guy. Actually, Rob, we're gonna talk about something, right? Oh wait, did you want to talk about
Please tell me.
All right,
the
Vincent
next
Michael.
guest.
I wish you would have been nicer to Jeff,
that?
but I guess you got your own opinion on things. But I will look that up. Jimmy Rosaretta. Do you want to talk about what happened? That you were supposed to do a live stream tonight with somebody that knows Johnny Bradbury? Not Johnny Bradbury. I'm talking like fucking Rob Jean now.
Johnny Bradbury.
Bradfield.
I listened to Gunsmoke too much. Johnny Bradbury.
That dude was buddies with Johnny.
So what happened tonight? Do you guys want to talk about it, or do you don't want to talk about it?
It's over with now. I mean, if you guys want to go and see the short that I did, I kind of like, listen, we had someone scheduled who was on our show for tonight, though, at 7 p.m. Eastern, and I'm at work today, and I just, while I was doing a live, JJ Fedor gave me a heads up, like, hey, just make sure that you can check him, but on the show, he's like, yeah, see, he's there at 7, so, or 8 p.m. So then he fucking hit us back just going, oh, we heard that he goes, I can't do your show because you're associated with rats. So I wrote back, I wrote back to him and I said, I didn't know that fucking freelance fucking podcasters are fucking have to follow the code of fucking omerta. And then say, secondly, like rats, like what did this guy ever fucking do? And yeah, I did have a cooperator on one time, you know what I mean? So what? Like I wanted to get a story fucking out there in fucking Springfield. I think a lot of these people, they just, get this fantasy or whatever. I don't know. They watch too many movies or whatever, and they end up being like with this person and that person. And it's just all we're doing with art. But me and OG Mike are just doing is we just try to present the truth. Like, Sammy the Bull, for example, I heard you guys what you were talking about. Yeah, a lot of people hate him for what he did. I get that. But you still have to get to the hard truth, though, of the matter. And yeah, I think he was there on the hit. Absolutely. And I think he was very fucking big time fucking mobster. And you can't deny that. But then he cooperated. You know what I mean? I'm just going for truth, not ego. I like this guy. Like, what the fuck? No. Like that. And that's how we tell it.
Yeah, I just don't think you're going to agree with every guest you have necessarily on everything they've done or whatever.
Yeah, but let's strip away the egos. Well, first off, it's not even like a team. I don't even know where the fanboy stuff comes from. But what I'm trying to say is, and we don't glamorize it either. I mean, these aren't like the nicest fucking people at times. If it wasn't for the cooperators, the mob too. Very true.
Michelle, don't worry. That's fine. I'm happy that you're even here. Don't. You don't have to do that. Don't worry about that. But I really appreciate that. I'm like I said, I'm just happy here. Oh, U.S. Navy paycheck. My brother's in the Navy. Wow, that's cool. But listen.
And I'll just say one thing though too. And it's coming from people who it's coming from people though who give me a break. What am I supposed to talk bad on Anthony Arlotta though? Because he told me to stay at his house though for a week and I could do a story though there with them. So I'm supposed to he cooperated, but we're there though for the story. But you know what? He was nice to me. It was a fucking good fucking time. I was at Red Shay's house the night before. My good friend who wrote Rap Bastards, and he understood. He's like, yeah, you're not in that life. You're just freelance podcasting. So
let me tell you something.
And Anthony, though, too, the funny thing is that he would eat all these guys alive, and he would. And they go who are saying all this, all this, and all that. But the bottom line is, meaning that these talk about the fans, from watching too many movies, and they're just yell the word, who never had to fucking go up against anything in life, that type of shit. And I don't know, man, it's just sick of it. And that's why tonight, after when Vinny texted me that, I was just like, nah, we're not having that.
Right. But, and let me tell you something about the guy that you were supposed to have on the show. Because I go back since the beginning of this, mob tube, whatever you want to call it. You want to say FBS started it, like Gunsmoke. Well, there's a few of us that started our channels literally the same month, right? So we all kind of popped up. Obviously, we were doing different things, right? But I've been in these chat rooms since the beginning. And let me tell you, that guy that you were supposed to have on was very friendly with an informant when he first came on. Was very friendly with this guy. And even said very nice things about him, would go in chats with him. And then something happened. All of a sudden, something happened. Some fucking we push back and all this other stuff happened. And then all of a sudden, these guys don't want to talk to rats. But when they first came on here, they had no problem with them. So what do you have? Some difference of opinion? Your life changes at 60 years old all of a sudden? I mean, that's a little weird, dude.
No, man, they must have took the code of Omerta, so they can't do it.
Yeah, at 60 years old.
They can't do it. They took a fucking oath, these people. So
no, because they're worried about
I'm
John
kidding.
Wolf. You guys, John Wolf's been around for a while too. You know what I'm talking about.
What's up, John Wolf?
One of the more eccentric characters, but he's been around. If Sammy and Gotti were at the hit, how would they have shaken the FBI? And why would Gotti put himself in Midtown? Yeah, it's something that I didn't think about much.
Why would Gotti put himself in Midtown? Why would Gotti have his people show up every Tuesday when the FBI is across the street? Why would Gotti have
No, yeah.
But that is a good point, man. How did they shake surveillance to go down there to be at the hit?
It's a great point. It
you know what? That is a good point, man.
But what I'm saying is Gotti, though, it wouldn't surprise me, though.
Right. Hey, what's up, man? Evan, good dude. What's up?
Evan, what's up?
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Yeah, when you grow up hearing these stories and then you start looking into it even more. I just always accepted that story. I never even thought about it. It was just like a part of mob history. Right. Where, there they go. It's even in the movies that they make, whatever. You just okay, you just accept it. And I never really thought about it until like
I could be wrong. I could be wrong, but I just give
no,
my
no.
opinion.
I don't think. I think
I
it's.
don't think my opinion's my fact, you know. But a lot of people though tend to think their opinions are fact, and like even when you, Brett, you could prove some people though wrong, and they still won't even admit it because the ego gets in the way, and that's where it all comes from.
Right. Yeah, guys, follow. I was on Planet X Filmworks, Ross's channel recently, and we did a discussion on the movie Taxi Driver, the Martin Scorsese film. We had a whole about an hour discussion on that. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in the chat. If you guys can do me a favor, he said he started Zod too, but he's very much into the Zodiac killer story. That's what he means.
Planet X. I subscribe to that.
Yeah, drop the link. I'll subscribe right now.
Yeah, Roro, I'll do it. You don't have to like go crazy. I'll do it. Because I have it right away. There you go.
Roro's on top of shit. Roro got your back.
You beat me to it.
Oh shit.
OG Ruby's here. What's up, Ruby?
I'm sorry. I didn't even realize you were still here.
Just subbed,
I didn't even know Ruby was here. What's up, Rube?
Planet X.
Oh, she's been here. I'm looking back. Sorry, Ruby. Sorry, Roro. I'm throwing all the work on you. I didn't.
No. You're slipping. Oh, I did Planet X
Mom,
News.
What's up, buddy? How are you? Loomis, good point. The Ravenite time. Hey, ATB Mom, you've been on the show before. I mean, you're welcome to come on. Anybody, Gunsmoke, Rob, whoever the hell wants to come on. Ross, Planet X. If anybody wants to come on, I can drop the link at any time. Nice people.
Planet X Filmworks, man.
Be nice. Yeah, follow Planet X Film. Hey, guys, you know what it takes to subscribe to someone's channel? I'm going to show you.
Click.
See that? See this finger?
Holy crap.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
That's what it takes.
That's what I was doing on the live yesterday when I was telling people to hit the like.
Oh, my God.
Hold on.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Oh, my God.
I can't do it.
Oh, my God.
Shit.
That's a classic.
That's in the better
look at it.
I saw that yesterday on his Instagram.
Here comes the tongue.
Crap, dude. I gotta record this shit.
Why would he put that, man?
I don't know.
That's the question. I'm saving my money to ask that question on his live. How much?
Well, I slowed it down and I made it more creepier than it was.
Made it better. I know. Yeah. I figured.
Planet X Films. I just subscribed, my man.
Ask Jeff about Sammy on Wheel of Fortune. Oh, is that the thing? Is that the video? Oh,
No
that's
way.
so funny. That's so funny, Vinny. I saw that. I think I saw that on Reddit.
Thank you, Ro.
Couple of Utes. You gotta see the one. You gotta see the one Smoke has of Pete and Sammy. Yeah, those are funny. Gunsmoke is good with this shit.
Yeah, he's wild with that, man. His pictures and videos.
Yeah. He's got the best shit. Sammy looks like something out of the thing that comes out of the chest, right? Orion's belt or whatever that he's talking about. That little freaky alien thing. Let me see something here. Hold on a second. Wow, we didn't talk about Jimmy Coonan at all. Who gives a shit?
No,
about
we
Jimmy
did not.
Coonan?
So
Who gives a
let's start.
shit? There's
So
a
he
link
got
if anybody
denied,
wants
huh?
to come on. Who was supposed to be on tonight? Oh, so well, I'm not outing anything, but that guy Vinny Bracco was supposed to be on Loomis and OG Mike's show, Rob, and then he backed out. You know, the one that's friends with Johnny Bradbury.
Bradfield, yep.
Johnny Bradfield. It doesn't matter because that's not his name anyway. And Bradfield, listen, I know you said good things about me. So in a way, I feel bad what happened in a sense. And you said good things about Gunsmoke also. But if you're going to do what you did, you make yourself look like an asshole. You should come and have a conversation. I mean, I don't know what to say. You should come and have a conversation. You could pick a neutral platform, you know. Or you should do like I said, Bradfield. What I said to you that night was, you're talking about things that are way out of context for me. They're personal to you. And the best way to go about this is to start your own channel, and you can go at whoever the hell you want. That's one of my pet peeves with this shit, guys. It's like People want to talk shit on people, but they want to do it on other people's channels. You know?
Right.
They want to start drama, but they don't want to like create their own channel. And then they get upset when that person responds to them and goes at them, or they disappear. So
yeah,
you know, if your goal on here, like Bradfield said, if your goal on here is to call out the mob liars and the rats and the losers, don't use another person's channel to do that. Start your own fucking channel. Rupert, come here. Start your own channel.
Copy that.
What were you guys saying? I'm sorry.
None. What was I saying?
I don't know. Where's Brad? Somebody said Bradfield was in another chat somewhere today, man. Holy crap, bro. Are you kidding me? Oh, I thought that was a raccoon. I was like, shit.
No,
dude's got a raccoon over there, man. Damn.
I had a cat today at work.
One eye.
That's a serious cat there.
Yeah. He's got one eye.
Look at that guy. Put his mug right up to him. Let me see his mug.
Man, that's a good looking cat, bro.
What, he losing in a fight? You should call him fucking the butcher from fucking. But did he lose it in a fight?
No. He was found under a car. Well, I think the guy made the story up because this type of cat is kind of pricey. It's a fold. You see his tiny ears and his.
That's what I was going to say. It's some kind of
fucking. So I think something happened with his eye, and the guy didn't want to take care of it, so he made up some bullshit story like, "Oh, I found it under my car," and my fiance works with animals for a living, so we ended up keeping him. So I've had him for almost a year.
Damn,
he seems so chill,
cat, bro. That really is, man.
Yeah, no, he's chill. He's awesome. Yeah,
that's a cool.
He has personality.
Yeah, he's got a lot of personality.
Yeah.
His name is Rupert.
Rupert. Nice,
Rupert.
Nice.
He looks like a Rupert.
I thought it was a raccoon at first. All I could see was the back, bro. I was like, damn.
I mean, the guy, yeah, imagine. I mean, the guy told Loomis.
I know, Rob. That's, you know, I'm still looking behind my shoulder, but, you know.
Oh, man.
I could tell you. But
yeah, dude, I want that cat. Like, I'm an animal lover. I just want to hold that cat right now.
No joke, man. That's a big. That's
just
a
the
big
size of him,
cat,
though, and his face, his fucking face, and the little ears, and he's with the one eye. That fucking thing was awesome. Not thing. I mean, your cat. That was cool.
No, I get it.
Like, it just looks different than everyone else's cat.
When I saw the body, it was his head was down.
Yeah,
shit, he's
like a bulldog cat with one eye, man. I love it.
Yeah. So those fold cats, they're very like, they're kind of low. You know, they're not like, you know.
Yeah, you could tell he's some kind of specialty cat.
Right. That's why we think that the guy's story was a bullshit story.
What do you think though happened? What do you think? Like just an infection then, or what?
Could have been an infection. Yeah, could have been an infection, or
could have been a fight though, right? I mean, was it on the street ever or no?
That's what the guy said. It was only 5 weeks old.
Oh,
but the idea that type of cat is 5 weeks old on the street is highly unlikely.
Right. Because it's such a.
It's like a specialty
cat. It's a rarity.
Yeah. So listen, what the guy might have something might have happened, an infection, or he did something, and he was too embarrassed, but he did the right thing. He still took it to a clinic. Maybe he was too embarrassed, and he made something up.
Right.
Brad,
damn good looking cat.
Michelle Martinez. I want to say thank you to those new to the channel, but so glad I found. I trying to binge watch. Thank you so much, Michelle. That means a lot.
That's cool.
Yeah, and like I said before, don't worry about like donating, whatever. The idea that anybody wants to watch anything I do is great. So, Michelle, I really appreciate that. Thank you.
The same way, man.
And I know these guys feel the same way.
Well, yeah, that's why we got demonetized, and we do videos almost every night. We don't care. I love it.
Witness protection, man. Bradfield's in witness protection.
Did Coonan have a dude's hand he would defrost out of Prince? Did he save someone's hand, Loomis?
Yes.
Whose hand was that?
They kept him in a freezer though for what do you call it? I don't know the exact person's name though, whose hands though it was. But what was the movie that I don't want to give it away because Mike still has to watch the fucking movie. He hasn't seen it. It's been out since
State of Grace.
Oh,
I looked at the trailer last night. I watched the trailer, bro.
You know what's cool with that movie too? They actually do the scene. You know that when they were at Tommaso's, that the
let me just say good night, Gerard in Ireland. Thanks for hanging out.
All right, my man.
Thanks, bro. Thanks. Have a good one, bro.
Thanks for hanging out, man.
Harry, I love you, buddy.
Shout out to G, man. Shout out to everybody, his family, everybody over there. Hope your wife's doing well. Hope everything's going good, bro. Thank you for stopping by.
Night, bro.
Continue on. I'm sorry. You were talking about Coonan.
Yeah, so when Aaron Tomaso's know what I was saying, like about State of Grace, like that actual scene, even though it's different in different names, that's how it was really supposed to go down at a certain time. The Westies were supposed to the Westies weren't like very like smart, like they were like fucking just they loved to fucking get wrecked on drugs, booze, whatever it was, and then party and then fucking blow your head off. You know, they were insane. So they were in a building held up with ammunition and guns waiting. And at a certain time, if Jimmy didn't call or Mickey, it was Jimmy and Mickey in the meeting, then they were supposed to come in guns blazing. And they got so fucked up and stoned that they just lost track of time, and everything went good at the meeting and all that was, but that's fucking crazy. And they were just going to come in and just fucking kill everyone in the fucking room if they didn't come out at a certain time. And, then they redo that in State of Grace. That's all I was just going to say.
Yeah, because they thought they were going to get whacked because of the whole Ruby Stein thing and all that other shit, right?
Yeah. Yeah, BX, you're correct. Gary Oldman, Jackie Flannery did fucking a hell of a job.
Oh, Vinny.
Canarsie is the godfather of who's Canarsie?
Another content creator.
Oh.
Hey, thank you, Gadget Guy. I appreciate that, buddy. That's a nice picture you got there. Always
Gadget
good to smile.
Guy.
Oh, that's cool.
Canarsie Artist Brigade. That's an Ill Bill song, right?
Is it from me?
Yeah. So you guys want to talk about, you guys want to talk about Jimmy? I mean, it's up to you. I got into this other stuff that it was just like I don't even know if I had a chance.
I hear you though, but if you want to
I didn't really have much of a chance to even, I was gonna at work, I was gonna read through this film stuff and this film stuff. Fucking shit. I'm looking at Planet Filmworks. I was gonna look through the paperwork that I got, and then I was gonna do when I got home. Then all this other shit happened. Then Jeff was gonna come on, so it's just like Oh, we got a guest though here. Let's go. Savage Inc. 570.
Here we go.
Hola, Savage Inc. How are you, buddy? Hey, we got two guys.
Hey, there he
is. Go.
So
go in the house.
How you all doing tonight? I mean,
good. How are you, sir?
Back and forth, up and down, left and right, A B A B. It's like Super Mario cheat codes,
Yeah.
Grego, what's up?
It's all opinions. It's just whatever.
It's like Contra. Yeah. Remember what was the code to Contra? Left, right, up, down, A, B. Well, remember Contra, Mike?
Let's start, maybe.
Man, I don't know what I never played video games, bro. I'm sorry.
I remember the Mortal Kombat blood code. Remember the blood code from Mortal Kombat? It was like Abacaba or some shit. ABA.
Yeah, man, Mortal Kombat. And what was Contra though? Contra was great. Someone out there remembers.
Thank you,
Contra.
Rob. Appreciate it, brother. Sorry that Bradbury's still missing, man.
Somebody, we'll text you if we find him.
we'll hit you up right away.
Have a great night, Rob.
Take care, Rob.
Contra code. Evan knows what I'm talking about. Left McCartan. Oh, sorry. I'm used to like fucking reading them on our show. Go ahead, Brett.
No, you can read them. I don't care. So, Savage Inc., what's up, bro? You usually in Loomis's chat?
Yeah. I mean, I'm in a very few, but
he's in the bathroom a lot, but he's there.
I subbed up, and I was like, all right, great time.
The bathroom, though, you know what I mean, though, right?
I mean, what's that?
If you no, I said Brett asked you if you're in the chat a lot, and I said yeah, but he's in the bathroom a lot. For the people, if they watch our show, the bathroom's like get him in the bathroom. Would he get thrown out? Cyberwhack for a little bit. But
a little bit. Hard time. Like OG said, came out with a tattoo and a pimple.
He did time, man. He came out, man.
I'm gonna have to change this whole thumbnail.
Then I thought
left, right, B, A, B. No, it's A, B, B, A. It's A. Michelle. Yeah, she knows her shit. God. Up, up, down, down, left, right. I thought it was, I don't know. No, BA. You're right. That's it.
Is that what's going on in the Navy? Is this what I'm paying for?
You know the codes, man. They know. Hey, that may be some serious security code, bro.
You never know.
It's for the best code in the world, man. You get unlimited cheat and you just fucking rock in Contra.
Yeah,
how about Mike Tyson Punch Out, man? Did anybody do that?
Yeah, dude. I used to have people come here and watch me knock Tyson out, and it was the hardest thing ever. And but I got Tyson. Remember Kung Fu?
Kung Fu the show with David Carradine?
No.
Yeah, I know that.
Kung Fu the video game. The Nintendo game.
I played it. I really didn't.
I had Atari the Nintendo, Mike. I mean, oh yeah, you got some years on me.
I played Atari, man. I played a little Atari. Dig Dug and that's Hubert and shit.
Frogger.
Yeah, there you go.
Frogger, yeah.
Remember Game Boys?
Man, you know, I think I was done by then, man. But I do remember
them. John Wolf. Wait, hold on. What is this?
I had Kung Fu.
Oh my God.
Is that what
oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Oh shit, that one's priceless, man.
Holy crap, I can't look at it though.
So that type of thing we don't worry about. You're saying, man, we don't have to. There's no worry of that getting strikes.
No, there's no Sammy algorithms out
there.
I mean, if you steal his whole video, yeah, but if you take, oh my God, you know, they're not gonna.
You can't. Okay.
Yeah, but Mike, we're not doing anything.
We're doing it, bro. I'm doing it.
Well, you guys already got cyber whacked. So
we're
not gonna fucking worry about that.
Hey, so we got to go in there and start deleting, bro.
What?
We got to start deleting.
Yeah, we will. You know, but we have till February 26th. So.
Yeah, but don't wait, right? What we're talking to the consigliere.
We'll discuss it. Andrew Sabello,
what's up, man? Give us some advice.
For what?
To start deleting. How soon would you start deleting, Crime Spot?
Well, we still could appeal it, though. That's the thing. But I don't think, though, there's really a point to appeal it. I think it's just going to make it a longer process. So we should just fucking wait it out for 90 and fucking, you know.
I mean,
so I'll delete them tonight.
You got to wait. You have to wait anyway. But why don't you just send in the appeal video? Just make yourself like,
yeah, man.
Sorry, sack of shit. You know another way you guys got to get around this, right?
No, well,
listen. So wait, they're going to give you your channel back in February?
Yes. Well, no, the channel's still up. You mean
monetization?
Yeah.
Because the other way that you could have did it is, and listen, I know this takes a lot of work and you build it back up, but Mike opens up an AdSense in his own name, and then that's just like, you know what I'm saying?
No.
Like just starting another channel like that?
Yeah, because you already have an AdSense.
Right, I could just change the name of it or whatever. Yeah, I'm down to do that. But
the AdSense is in your name, Loomis?
Yes.
Right. So if Mike had an AdSense and you started the new channel and got that monetized, it would essentially be something completely different because it's under Mike's name. But that would be another way around it. That would be if you were permanently cyber whacked.
We're not permanently
if we were, right.
So you're not permanently cyberwhacked. But if you were, if that happens ever, just keep that in mind. That might
all right. There we go. So now we know. But God, but permanently cyberwhacked means though not the monetization. They could just shut down your whole fucking channel if they want.
Right, but
if that were to happen,
Mike,
we got to stop threatening people. Like we got to start being nicer.
That's you, man. Bro,
I don't.
You said you were ruining people's lives, bro. That shit hit the algorithm, and that was it, man. He said we're running people in real life.
Thank you, Jesse. Thanks for hanging out, bro.
Gotta repeat it.
Thanks for stopping by, man. Appreciate it.
Sealing the door.
So do a backup channel in 90 days. They say no monetization. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, we'll hop over to mine. If that happens, we'll just have to try to get people to subscribe to mine. We'll change the name and go from there.
There you go.
It's not a bad idea. Like if you ever
Mike, because you're already at like, you know what I mean, almost 600.
Man, I got like 200 people over there, bro.
No, you got like 6. I thought I could. No, that was Scotty's.
I don't even try, bro.
Well, whatever, dude, 200 or whatever. But I'm saying, we could get people to find it and stuff. But listen, bottom line is we're never stopping.
Yeah.
So even if someone's out there like trying to report or do this or that, they could go fuck themselves because we're never going to stop.
But the thing is, man, let me say this, man.
Money or no money.
It's
you know
like
what
having
I mean?
a barrel of monkeys on here.
We do
Crime
more
Spot.
shows
Sorry,
now.
bro, because I'm hollering all the time and whatever. But here's the thing, man. They never even paid us no matter what anyway. You know what I'm saying? People were
Dude, they took
donating.
the
We're like,
fucking
where's the
donation
money?
money.
Oh, you know what? That just made me sick. There's some Vinny, Boom Bots.
But
you, sorry, I didn't forward that email, Boom Bots. But do you want me to like go over it now? If you want, I'll go over it. Let me know, Vinny, because it's interesting.
Oh,
it's
no,
good for
Fish
other
is here.
people. It's good for
Fish
other
is here.
people.
What a night.
Come on. It's the Go Fish show.
Or if you want to keep it private, Vinny, that's fine too. I don't care. It just made me think of it.
Fish.
Hope you
go
guys don't
fishing.
hate Navy cops. We have real people that are interested. I'm strictly.
No, just toss them.
No.
Oh, hey, I used to
don't think
train a
anybody
ton
here
of cops
hates
in
cops.
boxing, man.
Don't hate. Listen, like I said, we're not gangsters. We don't hate cops.
No, I don't think anybody here hates
That's
cops.
a misconception,
No,
I
man.
think.
I've had
I
cops
used
in
to
my
train
family.
a ton of cops, man, in boxing. My friends that did a bunch of time don't even hate cops. I don't think, you know.
Yeah, no, nobody
I
hates
hate
cops.
assholes. That's
I hate
it.
bad
I'm not
cops.
racist, I'm not whatever. I only hate. I hate assholes. That's it.
Right.
Who was that guy that was here earlier? Vincent? Calling Jeff liberal or something. We're not liberals here, people.
Yeah. Calling him pansy liberal or something. But yeah.
Fish, look at the fun. Never mind. Like,
Cat got the clap.
Fucking Fish, I'll tell you.
Let's toss him in, and if he misbehaves, back
Yeah,
to back.
man.
There goes Mike.
This piece was done at death row, man, by a blind artist.
Was
Look at that.
Was that a painting?
Greg, man, you need to get a microphone,
Pencils,
I know I do.
all
100%.
kind of stuff,
I
man.
need this closer, a little bit better.
buddy. Wow, man, he did that. Mike, who was it?
This was my buddy Scott paid two things of coffee for this, man, to a blind artist on death row. And the guy did it.
The guy that painted that was blind?
Blind, legally blind. I mean, he had to have like one of those like 6-inch things up to it as he drew each thing on this.
Wow,
Oh
that's
shit! The
fucking
man,
crazy,
the myth, the
That's
legend.
fucking awesome, man.
Yeah.
RD357, the legend this year. Let me tell you something about this guy. This guy's a New York City legend, a New York City institution himself, Mr. RD357. If you guys want to see my interviews with RD, I did 2 of them on my channel. I don't run a graffiti channel, but the first interview I did with RD has over 11,000 views, so that should tell you something. This is
Awesome.
I'm not in the art graffiti algorithm, but RD is certainly a New York City legend. You guys look him up, RD357, and you guys can follow his channel too. There you go, Roro put it up. Subscribe to RD.
Going right now.
He's the man, dude. Super talented artist, legendary graffiti writer.
Nice. Subscribe.
Sorry, RD. I'm not trying to,
No, subscribe. That's cool, man.
I have a cop on base and only for the enlisted. Yeah.
How about, man, do you dig the graffiti that was in oh man, I can't even think of the name now. Beach Street, man. Did you ever watch Beach Street, or is that too far
Beach
before
Street.
you?
Yeah, Beach Street. Yeah, I know that Beach Street, Wild Style, stuff like that.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's like the old RD goes back to that, but
Okay.
he's not like in that or whatever.
Bomb and
RD
hold
Roro
trains
wants to
and
know where
stuff.
her t-shirt is, but RD's a fucking man. Dude.
I'm gonna go back and watch that. That's cool, man.
I might even just pull up some RD stuff just for the hell of it right now.
Why not?
Let me see. RD, let's have an RD show right now.
Do it.
So you type in RD357 in you have to type RD. So apparently a gun comes up when you type in RD357.
Oh shit! Don't get banned.
Oh, don't. Oh, no. Boogaloo. Oh,
For whatever reason.
Yeah,
Let's find an old train. Let's find
reasons. Alleged reasons, so to say. Terrible.
alleged.
Everybody's being taken down, and it's not cool. But you got people, as Brother Lou, OJ, everyone said, got guns on beds everywhere, all over the floor. got blades, you got hanging it. Literally, I've seen it myself. How many times? Everyone has.
Oh yeah, no, I did though say that though with the extended clips, and they were all in the bed, and the kid's like, "Yo, hit me up, I'm AR." That he had like a fake name, obviously, and he's like, "My name's AR, blah blah blah. I'm on this block," and then boom, a fucking Miller Lite or whatever commercial comes up halfway through, and I'm like, "What? You guys got rid of us?" And Blade selling Blade over here, Blade selling fucking Glock 17s and fucking, you know what I mean? Come on,
that's dope.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah,
RD.
and there's whatever US.
Straight up. Where's that at, man? In NYC,
New York City. Yeah,
gotcha. That's dope, man. I don't think that there was any artist anywhere that in a mask that compared to what came out of New York in graffiti, man.
Yeah, I mean, there's cool stuff where you come from for sure. Wait, you're in Houston though, right?
I'm in Texas, right.
But I mean, originally from?
No, I'm from here all the time, man.
So West Coast has a different, with the exception of, for whatever reason, the Bay Area of California, like San Francisco, Oakland, they certainly have like a style that kind of mirrors New York City. For whatever reason, that's how that happened over there. But West Coast, yeah, you guys have an interesting way of writing. It's definitely different, but it's cool. It's really cool.
Oh, it's cool, yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think it really traveled over, man. I don't think it was something that originally just popped off there, man. It's just different styles, man. Totally different.
Yeah. But intersected as migration, so to say, if that makes sense. Like,
nah, it's dope.
Strength in numbers, man.
Will Brandon's different. Oh, thank you so much, buddy. Appreciate it. Yeah, you know, because I cover a lot of stuff that's not mob too, like RD357, you know, like doing interviews with interesting people. I'm sorry, Savage Inc. What were you just saying? You were saying about something about people getting whacked out, taken down in mass. What I kind of
What? No, I did. No, can you guys hear me? All right.
Yeah.
Off this desk. I don't know. Right. I just jumped in. Whatever. Holy crap. Remind me.
Grego, what's up, man?
Write
Who's that?
down.
No,
JJ Fedora, what's going on?
He'll think about it though. But listen,
you know,
Evan, though, the other night I didn't mean to say that though. Like, why do you do this though with the guy taking the piss? So I hope you didn't take offense. I felt bad about that. I really did. I was thinking about that. I was like, oh fuck. Like, why did I say that?
No,
it
I
was
don't
nothing
think
bad.
Yeah. No,
it wasn't like it was bad. I was just like, fuck him. Don't let him tell you that you can't piss. And but then I get it. You know what I mean? Fucking
Right. Fish still in there.
Savage is in the tanning booth again. Fish is in here.
Bathroom. Come on. No, that was
somebody says in the tanning booth.
Yeah, Savage is in the tanning booth again.
He's in the tanning booth, man.
He took my botanicals, though. Come on, botanicals.
How do you feel about Jimmy Coonan not?
Yeah,
good.
Let's talk about Jimmy. No, can we talk about Jimmy Coonan?
Okay,
no?
you guys want to look at this shit? I mean, we could just look at this.
Yeah. Yes, please.
Okay. All right. Oh wait, Roro, I got to get rid of Roro's comment. Hold on a second. Sorry, Roro, I got to whack your comment.
Blackjack. Uh-oh.
Okay. So this just came out November 27th, just the other day. This is in response to, if you guys remember, some of you might remember, I had covered his plea for sentence reduction. So this is what the government recently responded to that. They came in. Coonan was the leader of the Westies, an Irish organized crime group that controlled, exploited, and terrorized the Hell's Kitchen neighborhood located in the west side of Manhattan between the mid-'60s and the late 1980s. Coonan and his gang rose to power after resting with a W. I guess that's a word I've never known. Wresting control of the west side of Manhattan from the Irish mobster Mickey Spillane. The Westies made their profits through loan sharking, extorting money, and union jobs from local labor. Illegal gambling, counterfeiting, narcotics distribution as well. And then it says right here, it actually mentions the Westies developed a 3-level hierarchy. They mentioned Featherstone, McElroy, Kevin Kelly, Everett Kaminsky, John Halo, William Billy Beatty, of course. They were involved in murders, kidnapping, extortion, and drug trafficking. The third level consisted of workers and specialized personnel. Anton Lucic, who became an informant, who was involved in murders, loan sharking, illegal gambling, and drug trafficking. Then over here, they actually mention Roy DeMeo and Danny Grillo, the latter two of which were members of the Gambino family. Danny Grillo was not a member of the Gambino family, but Roy DeMeo was. And then, of course, Edna Coonan and everything else. Loan sharking, a bunch of stuff here. I mean, I don't have to go. You guys kind of know. I guess we're here to see what the government has to say, right? Coonan is currently housed at FCI Schuylkill Bureau of Prisons facility in Pennsylvania, according to records provided by the Bureau of Prisons, attached as Exhibit B. Coonan's full term of imprisonment, as imposed by Judge Knapp, expires on or about 2061, November 2061. Because Coonan's criminal conduct occurred prior to the effective date of Sentencing Reform Act of 1984, Coonan is still subject to the prior parole regime. Accordingly, Coonan's statutory release date listed as March 28th, 2037, and his mandatory release date is June 1st, 2030. So that's mandatory. He has to get out June 1st, 2030. He'll be well over 80 years old at that point. Right now, he's 76. So this talks about his release for parole. This is more stuff. All right, discussion. Okay. So they're saying the Sentencing Reform Act provisions does not apply to him. Once again, guys, I'm sorry. I usually read some of this stuff before I get on here, but I had absolutely no time. Bad planning.
Yeah, but why does it not apply to him?
Yeah, so this doesn't apply, which is basically the First Step Act here. They're saying it does not apply to him because the main thing is what we run into this. We were actually, I think, speaking about this earlier. The passage of the First Act didn't authorize prisoners whose conduct predated November 1987 to bring motions for compassionate release on their own accord. So there you have that 1987 date that we were talking about before.
If
you remember last time when I did the Coonan, for anyone that was here, according to what they say, he's got heart issues, he's obese, he's got bad eye issues. There's all types of things going on with him, and that's just why they think he should get out. He's ineligible for relief under Section 4205. Coonan does not, nor could be, seek a sentence reduction pursuant to Section 4205. That provision, which remains applicable to Coonan, provides that a motion for sentence reduction may only be brought by the Bureau of Prisons on the prisoner's behalf. At any time upon motion of the Bureau of Prisons, the court may reduce any minimum term to the time the defendant has served. So they can, time served, let him out. Here, the motion must be brought by the Bureau. Here, there can be no dispute that the Bureau of Prisons has not made such a motion on Coonan's belief. Thus, this motion has been denied. Okay. So no one has went out of their way at the Bureau of Prisons to say Jimmy did enough time. He needs to get out. So that doesn't apply to him. Okay. There is no colorable argument that Section 3582 applies to Coonan. Coonan does not address the threshold issue of ineligibility under Section 3582 in opening memorandum of law. The government nevertheless addresses two arguments that it anticipates that Coonan may make in his reply. Oh, so they're already saying that. We anticipate Coonan's lawyers to say this. First, he's probably going to argue that he's eligible under the statute of old law inmates. This argument has been persuasively rejected by the 7th and 9th Circuits, and it is likely that the 2nd Circuit, given the holdings in Borelli and Rivera-Rios, would do the same. I wonder if they're referencing Henry Borelli. Coonan may argue that the Congress could not have intended the incongruous result of allowing new law prisoners to bring motions for sentence reductions on their behalf, while not permitting old law prisoners to do the same under Section 4. But such a result is readily explainable. The fact that old law prisoners, unlike new law prisoners, are eligible for release through parole. Granting prisoners who committed their crimes, there we go, on or before November 1997, more access to compassionate release than prisoners who offended before this date is not an absurdity because old law inmates have early release avenues beyond compassionate release through parole. Okay. For the foregoing reasons, the government respectfully requests that the court deny the motion. So they're saying, no, don't let him out. Now, down here, you're going to see once again, projected mandatory release, projected release March. No, that's not what I was looking for, guys. Sorry. Okay, home detention eligibility. So he's eligible for home detention December 1st, 2029. He's projected for release June 1st, 2030. He's 76 years old right now. So in 2030, in 70 years, he'll be 83 years old. Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
If he makes it that long, something tells me he's not going to.
Yeah, and you said though is that his health right now is not doing well.
What was his original crimes, man? Like that he's convicted on? What was it?
Oh, fucking like shit, like 7 murders, I think 7 or 8 murders.
Whatever. I mean, it's
RICO,
murders,
extortion,
yeah, everything,
labor racketeering. I mean, it just goes on and on.
Yeah, it's a tough release, but then you look at Center and you think, holy crap, but yeah.
Right. But in essence, Coonan is a mob
Coonan
boss.
had more. Coonan charges were even worse, though, I think, than Center's because of how many of, like, it was like everything. It was,
right. And they essentially look at him as like a mob boss too. I mean, when you think about it.
Well, he was. I mean, he was the leader, like, of that group. But like, we got to remember, the Rusties, like I was saying, though, they weren't really like organized that good. They're just picture a bunch of nuts partying, drinking, but they will cut your head off. You know what I mean? Like that's how like they were.
Sometimes
now,
that's more dangerous.
He was like the brains of it, and he was always trying though to get to be Italian, and like that's why like him and Mickey had like that falling out. Mickey was all for the Irish, and Jimmy though seemed to always want to be going like I think it was Mickey Featherstone who said this. He's like, he started wearing a pinky ring, and then he started going to all these funerals in the suit. And this and that. So, I think Jimmy Coonan, like, went in the Irish mob world, not like, we're the Irish. Mickey Featherstone was that way. And a lot of the other ones were. Jimmy Coonan just went into it like, I'm a gangster and I want to get in with the Italians because that's the major leagues, the mafia. And that's what I think.
Man.
I had
for the book, The Westies from TJ English. I love that author, man. He's great. Great book.
I had the hold on, let me see if I still have it.
And if they didn't let Frank Locascio out, man, I don't see how anybody gets
Dear
out.
lawyer, what do we got here?
So this is from last time. This is the letter that Jimmy Coonan wrote that I got from
nice.
that I obtained from August 7th, 2022. My name is James Coonan. I have been in federal custody for 36 years in November for a RICO conviction. I also had served an additional 12 years for those same exact convictions of the individual crimes that were included in the RICO indictment. 9th state, 3rd federal, previously to the RICO. I can't read some of his writing. Since the incarceration, I have done everything in my power to improve. I have taken every self-help class and even taught many of them. I have tried my best to stay close to my family and would cherish the opportunity for those relations to get better. Since the pandemic, these places have completely changed. I used to get monthly visits. Since the pandemic, I have one visit in the last 2 years, it looks like.
Yeah.
Prison conditions are much rougher than usual. The current visiting situation is no physical contact, no food, 2 visits per month, and other restrictions as well. I'll be 76 in December. Of course, there are many other hardships I have endured. I accept full responsibility for the actions that put me here, and I could say that I'm not the person anymore. I hope that my actions in the past 36 years show that I have changed. My wife will be 80 in September, and is currently in therapy for what will become a knee replacement. She lives alone and also suffers many old age ailments. She has arthritis, cataracts. Oh, so this is what I wanted to show you before, and this fucking thing is in my way. He says, I have cataracts in each eye. Wow, look at what he says about himself. You're asking about his health. Okay. Me, I have I don't know. He said he's 50% deaf. I have cataracts in each eye, no teeth. I'm obese with high blood pressure and cholesterol, which I take medications for. I have nerve damage to my right shoulder. I have 2 skin cancer operations in waiting for a biopsy result in the last operation. I thank you and appreciate any considerations due to my situation. Thank you. So that kind of gives you an idea of Jimmy Coonan's health, I believe, right? That's pretty cool to see his letter, right?
Yeah. Oh, that's crazy, man.
Yeah, that
That's
was
cool.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, really cool, bro.
I'll send you guys that if you want.
Yeah, that's
yeah,
dope.
man, that'd be great.
The truth says very sad.
It is, man. I mean, that's the end result of that living that life, man.
Yeah, I mean,
Be
what are you
well,
gonna do?
Michelle.
I mean,
Thank
guys,
you so
you know
much
what
for
else is
hanging out.
very sad though? You know what else is very sad? The fucking heads though that he took.
Thank you,
know,
Michelle.
that you know what I'm saying though too. So
no, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, those people.
These guys were vicious though.
second,
But you know what though? There does though come a time.
No.
Oh, Brett,
do it, no matter who.
I know that was funny when he did that, but no, there does come a time though. He's 80 years old. I mean, obviously, he's not going to be a threat to society, and you know, he has a good point because even where I work, Mike, in the state-run facility for the rehab I work at, ever since COVID, like there's no visitors anymore. They don't even like get a visit. So I can only imagine like in prison and the no con. So after COVID, and these guys are older now with poorer health. It's yeah. You know,
no, I get it, man. And there's people that'll be like, "Hey, tough shit."
Yeah, they're tapping out, basically,
You know
saying like, you know,
yeah.
But I mean, he was a boss, the Rico, all that. I don't see that happening.
Honestly, man, I'm surprised they didn't let Locascio out, man. Seriously, I really.
Yeah, that's crazy, man.
At
But
the end, I was
part of the John Gotti thing, though. The name Jake, that's what fucked him, I think. And you know what he said, though, right? Do you know his last words, though? Like what he said to the judge too was like, "Did they have anything to say?"
Oh,
goes,
yeah.
More men like John Gotti,
right.
So that's why I always was wondering, why did Sammy say that Frankie Locascio and him are going to kill him, but then Frankie Locascio at the trial goes, "I wish there was more men like John Gotti." That
There
makes,
you go.
You know.
Yeah.
No, I believe 1986, Darren. I believe that's when he got sentenced. I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, I don't want to get far off with Gotti and stuff. I'm just saying, no.
Thank you, John.
John,
what's up, Big John? Man, I was talking to him earlier. John's the man.
John, I got to get your number
right
again from Loomis, man. I was out of town when he sent it, and I don't have it.
Your neck.
Yeah, Mike, give him a call already, will you? Jesus.
Yeah, you're gonna have to resend me his info, man. I had it, and when I was out of town, I don't know what happened, bro.
You didn't hit fucking save, is what happened.
Hey, bro. You know, there was no Wi-Fi where I was, all kind of stuff, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
I don't even know if it came through, bro.
So what do you guys think, though? Do you think they should let him out? I mean, or is he like another like disgusting individual that doesn't deserve to get out?
No, see,
you got it.
No, I think that he should get out at that age after you know, see, my big thing, like, remember I was saying with Center, though, like, you know, women, like, kill women. He didn't kill any women. He didn't kill any, like, kids. He was just, you know, he was a gang. Listen, actually, yeah, these guys went into, like, you know, they should, because they know what they were getting into. They were gangsters, and now they're older, and I don't know what the fucking point I was going to make.
So let me tell you, just gangsters that killed people. And I'm just playing devil's advocate, man. I really don't have much of an opinion because
we just shout out JJ Fedora for the $25 cash app. Thank you, JJ Fedora. Really appreciate that. Thank you so much.
You know what though? You
You're
can't though, Mike. But fuck, you just said something. I had something good to counter on that. Wait,
sorry.
What big BS. No matter how the AD wants to test his counsel, Coonan's actual points on why he should be granted compassionate release.
Right.
Bullshit.
One would think that a guy like that, I mean, what good is he in prison? I mean, if everything that he says is true,
yeah,
he's basically just dying in there in federal hell, you know. Right. But then there's the other thing. I mean, some would say he deserves it. I mean, it's
that's what I'm saying. There's going to be people on both sides. You're going to have people that think, "Hey, man, you did that shit. You killed a bunch of people." Yeah. Boom.
You guys want to see a certificate?
But, you know, this isn't a madman that was going out just killing no constant innocent though. Like people, like, you know, they were like, you know, in a gang though. So, like what I was gonna say before was like in that culture is, you know, they go out there, they look at it almost like army though type shit. Like, you know what I'm saying? So it's different, I think, than just random killers or serial killers or whatever. Like these guys were. A lot of them they were human, you know, more than serial killers. Most of them, but this is the life that they chose.
Right. It's different, but does the law look at it different like that? Is what?
No, that's what it is, though. But the question is, though, what do we think? Do we personally think he should be out?
Here's Jimmy's certificates because he was talking about teaching classes. So He successfully completed victim impact class, June 2011. Victim impact workshop as a facilitator. So this is when he was talking about teaching classes,
doing stuff. Yeah.
So he was a facilitator for this victim impact. So I guess you're learning how, I guess, people are affected by crimes, your crimes,
Right.
or, I'm sure it's pretty dialectical behavioral therapy skills, 12 hours, February 9th, 2016. Conflict resolution class. He was pretty good at that on the street, right? Conflict resolution.
Yeah.
I'm kidding. Certificate of achievement awarded to Coonan. Nutrition class.
Well, he should start taking that fucking
I was
advice.
about to say, man, he didn't.
You know what's funny? I said that last time when I did the live stream and all this shit come out. I said, well, it's interesting because he said he was obese. I didn't want to make a joke, but you got it, Loomis. Good for you.
He's trying to get out, though, too. You think all of these are like he wants to just do this, or he wants to look good for the board?
Right. Anatomy and physiology, January 15th. This is a certificate of completion for the Threshold program. We earned the following 7 months of coursework and journaling. You have met the standards and requirements for completion of the Spiritual Re-Entry Threshold program. Huh. Interesting. Yeah. So those are just some certificates that I got a hold of, just to give you some context as to what he was talking about. Let me remove that from the stream.
Yeah, send me that Leatherman.
El Chucky Cabron. Sorry.
No.
I won't do that again. Big Lou, where are you, man? I want to see. Okay. So I want to get back to that. That's what Big Lou said.
We'll be right back, grabbing a quick coffee.
Good. Yeah. Okay. Sure. That letter he wrote that you read is just so say, yeah, it's crazy, RD. It's like I mean, it's just a broken down man who's dying in prison. Yeah.
Okay. I'll look at that one. Do you remember the Tookie Williams case?
Yeah, that's is that the Blood or the Crips guy?
Crips guy, right?
Blood?
Okay, Crips.
So, okay, yeah.
So Tookie, his convictions were questionable, man. I mean, one of the guys who testified against him came out and said, it was all lies, it was bullshit. He was told what to say, different stuff like that, right?
Right.
So there was a lot of question as to whether he did these crimes. He got the death penalty though, and on these crimes.
Right.
So he ends up, he changed his life from whether he did the crimes or not. He was still a gang member, right? So he changes his life during that time. He writes children's books, about anti-crime. Talks to some schools through phone call, from prison. Was nominated for Nobel Peace Prize and stuff, and all these different things. When it came down to it, man, and it was time for his execution, a lot of people stood up on his behalf. A lot of people spoke.
I remember that. A lot of celebrities. Yeah.
Right.
I remember that. Yeah.
Arnold wouldn't even vacate the death penalty and commute it to life or anything like that, man. He just let it go through and he was executed,
Yeah.
So I mean,
don't think he needs to be living anymore.
Exactly. And what's crazy is those two guys actually crossed paths, man, at Venice, lifting weights.
No way.
And stuff. Yeah,
really?
man.
What, Muscle Beach?
Muscle Beach, man.
Wow.
And, they said when Arnold walked by Tookie, he said, "You see that guy's arms? Those aren't arms, those are legs," or whatever. But because he was so big at the time, and not a tall guy or anything, just big,
Yeah, my bad, fellas. Those were 3 posts that went together, and that was the third part of what I posted. That was the third part. Okay, I mean, I could find what you posted before. I don't want to no context put up people's comments.
Right. It's just one part of it. You suck.
Yeah.
No, I get it.
I don't see it, but I kind of get your point, and I think you made a comment on one of my other posts. I assume that you want him. Well, not that you want him. I don't think you have any personal stake in it, but I assume that you believe Coonan should be released. Who I was looking at Cindy Birch. How long was he back on the street before he was convicted again? You're talking about Coonan, Cindy? He went, I don't know if you're talking about Coonan, but I believe in 1966, he went away to prison. in connection to the Jerry Morales murder and the Charles Candlestein almost murder. And he got out in the I believe 73, 74, 75, I don't know, somewhere around there. He gets out in the early 70s. Yeah, so he gets out in the early 70s, Cindy. And before he does that Candlestein and Morales incident, Mike, like a month before that, he murders somebody else by the name of Bobby Lagville. This is a murder that catches up to him later on in the 80s. And keep in mind, Jimmy Coonan is 19 years old when he's doing this. He's whacking people.
Right,
19 years old. So he goes away and he gets out in the early 70s. And by the late 70s, he has taken over the Westies with the help of Roy DeMeo and all that other stuff. So Cindy, the answer to that question is like, I guess he got out in the early 70s and by 86 or whatever, he was back for life. So just the guy who was committed to crime, essentially committed to, you know, living a life of crime, extorting, you know.
That's a tough one, man, to say whether he deserves to get out or should he be granted, man. It's like, you know, that's some serious stuff, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I mean, I don't think a guy like that is, I mean, I don't particularly view him as a danger to society.
No, I don't think he's a danger.
Right.
I don't think he's a danger anymore. It's like, so what is his total time now, man? Do you think? Just roughly. You don't have to.
I think it's like 36, 37, 36 years.
36 years. And how many people is he accused of murdering?
If I'm not mistaken, I believe he went down for, I believe it's 7 murders.
Okay.
That they got him on.
I mean,
if I'm not
that's
mistaken,
a tough one, man. How are you going to let somebody out on 7 murders, bro?
if somebody knows different, this is just a number in my head that for some reason stands out to me. And you know, they're particularly gruesome murders. You know,
that's what
beheadings, dismemberments.
Yeah.
You know, they're not the types of murders where, not that it makes it better, but they're very graphic and they're very
not a hit and walk off. It's not bing and go. This is hands-on, you know, like you say, gruesome stuff. See, man, on that I have a different feeling, man. I mean, I know, like you say, it doesn't matter, but it does matter, man. Where your head's at doing something like that is a totally different spot than somebody just
right.
In my opinion, that's just my opinion, man.
And then he's got an attempted murder on that union head. There was like I don't know if he's the head of the union, but he was like a union guy that they attempted to murder. Then if you go back to the 60s, he went away for attempted and murder. So overall, what you could attribute to him is like 8 or 9 murders or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That we know of.
But the gruesomeness, I mean, like you say, it doesn't matter, whatever. But to me, it does, because if you can take the time to straight up, you know, I don't want to say the words that get you all flagged up, but you know what I'm talking about. Disassemble. You know what I'm saying? Is that an okay word to say?
That's fine. I don't think dismembered is a problem. Okay. You could be right, Joey. It could be 9. Maybe I'm leaving out. I left out the Morales thing when I was counting that, but convicted in the 80s, maybe it was 9. I might be missing. You might be right, Joey.
Okay.
You know,
yeah, I mean, that's.
I could.
I don't see how you, especially if you didn't let out someone like Locascio or, you know, Peter Gotti for that instance, man. What the hell? Come on, man.
Oh yeah, that guy was just such a sad case.
Peter Gotti, man. What did he do? What work did he put in? What did, you know? I mean, actually, him doing
9 murders.
You know,
okay,
it's like. Come on, man.
Carmenes says 9. Okay. I don't know why I thought it was 7. 9.
Look how much time Gene did for heroin, man. You know?
Yeah, I believe 29 years.
Yeah. He did more time than my buddy did for a murder. Gene
That's
Gotti.
crazy. Yeah, I think him and John Corneglia did 29 years, if I'm not mistaken.
Jeez.
Yeah. Wild.
And John's out now, right, too, huh?
They're both out, yeah.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, listen. John Corneglia probably killed a bunch of. I mean, by all accounts, he killed Castellano. I mean,
right.
And whoever else.
How did he get away with that, man? Did Sammy just not say anything on him?
I don't know. None of those guys ever. None of the guys that were
scared of him.
that were the supposed shooters there ever were charged or convicted with that. I mean, it was just all Gotti. But once again, we spoke earlier about whether Gotti was there, and Sammy had to place him there for the sake of placing him there. You know, it's an
Right.
interesting thing to ponder.
Wow.
I worked for a guy who, long story short, lit someone on fire and got 5 years only because they were both criminals. If the victim was a civilian, it would have been life. That's
Damn.
weird.
Hey, check
That's
this
kinda
out.
weird.
We had a crazy case here. Check this out, man. This one guy set this guy.
I'm right here, John. I'm right here, John.
Oh, shit, John, hey. No, man. This one guy. These were two kids. One was a teenager. One was
I have to look
younger.
at their Ozzy.
Caught the kid on fire, man, and burned him. I mean, like bad, really bad. He did some time or got in trouble over it or something, and I think he may have been freed. The guy ends up dying maybe 10 or more years later from the burns, like from skin cancer. They charged him with murder afterwards, and he got arrested.
That's
and convicted
crazy.
for that.
Wow,
Yeah.
years later.
Years later, man. Yep, they were able to bring that because there's no, what's it called on murder? No statute of limitations.
Jesus,
that was a crazy one, man. Yeah.
How many murders did everyone keeps saying 10, Darren? I'm pretty sure it's 8, and Testa got 9. I don't know where 10 comes from. I think it's
Which means he probably has about 24.
Right. I think it's John Quinn, Cherry Golden, Daniel Scudero, Charles Mongator, Khalid Dowd, Ronald Falcaro, I think Fred Tadaro, and there's probably Harvey Chris Rosenberg. That's 8.
Damn.
I'm pretty sure it's 8. I don't know where the number 10 keeps coming up. And if you look in if you look in the FBI files, it says 8. Convicted of 8. Testa got convicted of 9. But on top of those murders, Center has of course, racketeering, and then extortionate loans, coke, a lot of drug dealing they were doing. So all those other charges on top of that. So I don't know where the 10 number comes in with Anthony Center. I'm not sure where that number comes from, where people keep repeating that. Pretty sure it's 8. But it's all semantics. He probably killed like 30.
Yeah, right. How many you got for Coonan, Loomis? How many murders?
Exactly.
How many did you get convicted
I
of?
would say I thought it was like 7, but let me see.
Yep. Oh, you said 7 too. That's what I thought it was.
Is it 7?
No, that's what I thought. I don't know, that number was in my head for some reason. And then a couple people
because
said,
that's what I think it is. But I could be wrong though.
A couple of people said 9. But
okay,
it could be 9.
They could be right.
It's somewhere. It's between 7 and 10. Let's put it that way. Evan, nice guy, Brian. Where are you from, buddy? You have strict laws than us. I know some countries don't believe in
I
life.
think he's in Canada.
Oh, I've seen a couple of users saying, 10 hot ones for Center. I don't believe that's true. I'm pretty sure it's 8. The whole 8 that I just named. And if you look at the convictions, whether you look at the FBI files or you can pull up a news article from the time, it's 8 for Center, 9 for Testa.
How many people did Jimmy Coonan kill? Oh, Jesus, that's right. It's the wrong name.
Oh, Canada? Okay. We're in Canada, Evan. I just saw a wild. Listen, I take it with a. You see things on YouTube, so you watch them, whatever. I just saw a wild video on Vancouver where it's like an open air drug scene that's like out of fucking control. Is that any truth to that, Evan? Nice guy, Brian.
That's wild.
It looks wild.
That's a trip. They've got some real. They got some wild stuff. Do you think of it being all kind of chill and everything? But yeah, they got some mob stuff and everything.
What's that?
Canada.
Oh yeah, no Rico, like
yeah, and
what's his
currently
name?
still too. And remember the Rizzuto
Right.
clan, who were real good for, like they were really tight in with the
Have a
Bonanno.
night. Have a good night, Greg. Thanks for chilling, buddy. Greg, cheer.
Good night, Greg. See you tomorrow.
Chernikoski.
Greg Trenikoski.
Chernikoski.
Call him Savage. Savage.
Let me see. I might have something. I might have something that has okay. Actually, I have this. I might have something that actually says how many murders.
Boston Bad Guy said he's got some current pictures of Jimmy.
Oh, nice.
Oh, that's
so
all
he's
right.
hanging in there and looking good.
Good.
Oh, so that was a good video, I guess, Evan. Yeah. So he says,
wow. Send in the pictures, Boston. Send them in.
You'd have to know the email, all that shit.
I'm sure Crime Spot's got an email up to send it to him somewhere or something. That'd be dope.
nyccrimespot@gmail.com.
That's easy enough.
Okay, enterprise racketeering, violent crime, conspiracy to make extortion, credit, extortion, threats of violence, 75 years.
Look at Roro, a machine. She's a machine. Ro, I love you, Ro.
What's up?
Hold on, guys. I have something that says it. I ain't gonna stop till we find it. Unless somebody wants to email me something.
Damn, Ro must type fast.
You guys can talk if you want.
No, I just did his copy.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm like,
where's Jimmy Blackberry or whatever? Where's
I'm
Jimmy
stuck looking for this fucking stupid Coonan thing.
Yeah, where you at about Jimmy though? About because I walked off to make coffee. So what? You're just talking about him in general?
Yeah, just I gave my opinion on it, man. I think that, man, that's a tough let out, man, with that many and then the dismemberment and stuff. That's what gets me, bro. That's a different level, man. I know it's even if it's all mob.
Yeah, well, how about other killers like Mickey Featherstone, who was the most feared Westie? He didn't partake in those, like, because you made him too sick and all that shit.
That's what I'm saying. That's a different mindset.
Type of person who has a weird type of stomach to handle that shit.
That's what I'm saying, man. That's a
what did he say? Oh, it was so
the
nasty.
Smell though, Mike. The smell.
Yeah.
What did he say? He said him and Anton Lucic, I think, what were they cutting up Ricky Tassiello in the bathtub? And he said every time he came back into the room, he was just getting shorter and shorter. The body, he was just like, that's fucking graphic.
Him down like a tree. Yeah, that's. I mean, think about it, man. That's a different level of sickness, bro. That's not just a hit at that point. You know what I'm saying? Come on,
exactly.
That's just a different thing, bro. That to me, that's.
Well, they were doing it though back then. Though they said no body, no crime.
Come on, man. There's acid. There's all kind of stuff. Come on.
Yeah, but dude, how about when they chopped off Ruby Stey's head? It was like the biggest fucking loan shark in New York City. They chopped off his head and took his book. But when they chopped off his head, they were throwing it around like a basketball. And then another guy they killed, they had Jimmy Coonan. I think him or Mickey had it in a bag, and they were walking into all the bars and were just like, boom, they put the head right down, like in the public, like no one ever talked in that neighborhood.
Is that Patty Dugan?
To show, yeah.
All right, bro. I'm on a denial right now, man. That's why he got denied. Okay, period. Dude. I mean, come on, man. That's just come on, straight
throwing
up
heads
denial.
around, Mike. Throwing heads around, but you know what?
Yeah.
He went to shop class.
Shit, yeah. He took freaking what's it called? Healthy food and eating classes. Let's let him out.
Yeah, he's ready. Jimmy's ready to get out.
Sorry, bro. He's on the denial list.
Yeah,
denial.
A lot of stuff going on over there in Canada for sure.
Dude, I have a wiretap that I heard of. Not that I had the wiretap, though, but it was up public a while ago of Rizzuto Vito. Got a call. Someone stole someone's brand new car, brand new Cadillac. And Vito's like, I don't know what you're talking about, but I will see what I can do. And then, like, it says, like, 32 minutes later, it was that guy going, thank you, Vito. He's like, what are you talking about? He's like, the guy brought the car back, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
But I mean, like,
yeah,
he found a stolen car like that. He was probably tapped into everything.
Yeah.
How about his old man that got killed in the kitchen with a sniper?
Oh, I heard about that. I remember that shit, dude.
Yeah, the
Risotto
client's wild, man.
10 years for that. Holy shit.
Damn.
Jimmy Coonan should have been in Canada doing that shit.
Yeah, he's in the wrong area, man.
I believe both Jeannie Guy and John Coonan had 2, maybe 3 mistrials due to attempting to bribe a jury member and then got hit over the head with a caveman's club with a 50. Yeah, they got hit with a 50 and they both did 29. And the story goes that John Gotti wouldn't let him take a plea.
I don't get that one, man. Me and Loomis talked about that several times. I believe
you talked about
that was it. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we talked about it. I don't get that, man. John took a plea. He took a plea on the McBratney hit.
Imagine those guys probably could have did like 10 or 15, maybe less.
Been done. Yeah, you listen, man. You make them go to trial and put them through all that crap and prepare. They're gonna stick it to you, man.
Delacroix definitely had to have told John Bill to take because he had Roy Cohn for that trial, and Roy Cohn's so fucking expensive and one of the best. He's Trump's lawyer, so I mean, just tells you on the money end. And they were definitely told though by the hierarchy though, because knowing John Gotti, like he never would do that. I think Neil definitely advised it because I don't think it was his decision, though. It was his decision, but I think, though, that they definitely said take.
But imagine if he wouldn't have. He'd already been doing life potentially, right?
What's that?
He would already been doing life potentially, or 50 years, or whatever the hell, if he wouldn't have taken the plea. They had people to testify. So, why wouldn't you let your brother take a plea on that, man, on a dope case? I know it's admitting to doing it, but who gives a shit? You're not going to beat the case.
You ever saw that video of Galante and Roy Cohn?
Just how easy it is to fake someone's account. MRE never rat. It was a fake account that did that. That's what's his name, Calacho, whatever. Though
did what?
Oh, okay. Well, then if that's the case, though, then yeah.
Man, I'm lost, bro. What did you say about
Galante? So listen, MRE, what he's trying to say is anyone here right now, I could just put up a YouTube channel that looks just like NY Crime Spot. Not with all the content, but me the name.
Yeah.
So he's showing me that it wasn't MRE, that there's people sometimes, because when this happened too, I was an amateur at the time, like my first year doing this by myself. So I heard though that people make accounts and do that type of shit. And come in and say this and that. So he's trying
to. It's easy to do. It's very easy to do.
Yeah, it was a fake account. Yes, Loomis. All right. Well, then, since you went that far though to prove that though to me, and then I will take your word on that. And now I get to learn though that fucking you could see your exact fucking page, like it will like in a chat pop up because someone.
Oh, so who's doing that fake account right now?
Collect. What's his name? It starts with a C. I was yelling at him before, and I apologize because I thought you were trying to be like calling me a liar, but you were just saying it wasn't MRE. So you know what I mean? It was one of those weird situations where I thought you were telling me I was lying, but you got to understand, like the icon said MRE. So then that's my apologies. Thanks, buddy. Subscribe to Hard Truth to Review since you have the name.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's a crazy way to look at it, Lou, because it's like, I don't know. Listen.
Yeah, no, I get that. But if everybody takes the plea, right? If everybody's taking the plea, man, then you're all going to take. And I get that. If one of them was going to take the plea and the other guys were going to do more time or something, everybody has to agree to it. That's for sure. You know what I'm saying? For a plea bargain. I'm still confused about the thing, Loomis. I don't know what the hell just happened.
I'll tell you after the show. It's not that.
I kind of get it, but
it was no. I was doing a live. I thought you watched the live, and there was just a little.
I did.
There was a misunderstanding. He said MRE never called you a rat. And I just said I don't fucking lie. But he has to understand that it looked like it was MRE. That's why I said that. I wasn't lying. But
when was he supposed to have said that?
Dude, when was he supposed to have said it? He said it on the live when I left work. The one that you said you were dying.
Oh, he came on there and said that. Okay.
Yes, he said MRE never called you a rat. And then I just, you know how, like, that's why even when I was in relationships, I was always like text messages always could get misconstrued. I thought he was just like saying like he never did that. No, he was just trying to say no, he didn't, and then show me that, you know, the fake accounts.
What's up, Marky? What's going on, buddy?
Marky
Thanks,
Mark.
C. I'll call him
What's
C for now. Marky Mark, big night last night.
Jeez.
Great night last
Yeah,
night.
I heard some of that. I heard some of that.
Marky Mark.
Oh, what I was saying, guys, if you ever seen hold on. This is what I wanted to show you guys. This is really cool.
And the reason that comes to him. A lady who feels she got the wrong end of a business deal. Benson Ford and his millions, and this grandfatherly man.
Sit down.
I'm gonna leave in the morning. I'm going to the country.
Good. What are you gonna do when you get to the country?
Well, I mean, I planted peppers last week. Now I'm gonna plant tomatoes.
His name is Carmine Galante, the late Carmine Galante, who the papers said was the godfather of the mafia.
You think that had an influence on the federal judge when he held that you were right and the parole commission was wrong?
I think so.
He thinks a farmer ought to be able to see, right?
I think so. I mean, it's very well known that that's what I do.
A few months after this meeting, he was gunned down as he sipped a glass of wine.
Yeah, so there's Roy Cohn right there. That's the guy. That's who represented God.
Roy Cohn. Yeah, how cool is that?
There's a documentary out on him, man. His life is fucking weird. He was a weirdo, but there's a documentary out. I forget it's Roy Cohn something. Might have been HBO released it. I suggest people check it out because it has a lot of Anthony Salerno's too. There's actually video footage of Anthony Salerno talking in a car in the back seat as him and Roy Cohn are driving in the documentary. Nice. And it's so weird.
So Boston
Salerno,
Bad Guy. Yeah, Boston Bad Guy just sent me that picture.
Oh, dope.
Oh man, nice.
So let me save it. Let me edit it. And
awesome.
All right, and then I gotta email it, and then we'll share it for everybody to see.
Thanks, Boston.
Holy crap! Did you read the Roro's comment about
Oh, I'm sorry,
Galante? I've seen that, man. I've seen yeah. There you go. That's nuts.
When you say backyard, Roro, you mean like in her neighborhood, right? Not actually in the backyard. Do you actually mean in the backyard? Did your grandmother live at 205 Knickerbocker Avenue?
It was the patio of the restaurant, though.
Right, but from upstairs apartment, from the upstairs apartment, they could see through the window or something.
Or maybe it's like that figure of speech, like, oh yeah, man, you know, or like
That's
Scotty.
what I thought,
Like, Scotty lives in Pittston. He lives in my backyard, you know.
He's right in my backyard. Yeah, Joe and Mary's.
Oh my God.
205 Knickerbocker Avenue.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Loomis can't fucking stomach it. He can't even look at the tongue. Come on, Loomis.
Well, I want to eat after this.
Oh my
man.
God.
Look at it. Come on, look at it.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Don't look away. Don't look
Oh
away.
my God.
Yeah, drink your coffee there, Loom.
No,
Try
thank
it
God
now,
it's gone,
buddy.
because you would have ruined my coffee there. I mean, anyone doing that, you know, come on.
Yo,
Who
Marky,
does
you like
that?
that new one? You like that new one, Marky? I know Marky's gonna like that shit. Marky, can you look at it the whole time? Did you look away or did you make it?
Look at Mark, we're fired. I love it. You guys are great. I love you all. Last
All
night
right,
was
so
crazy.
I gotta save this Coonan or have it on my email over
That
here.
is so yo, Tono Master, thank you. That is so disturbing. Please, no more. Oh
shit, that's so funny, dude. What the fuck?
I gotta
is
eat
going
something
on
after
here?
this. FBI has not found bodies upstate on a ranch. Again, being a reach.
All right, so I should be able to yeah, I saw that. Nothing up there, Carmine. What's his name? Fuck, what am I doing? Lou says that was disgusting. But Roro, that was 1979 and 1980. My dad made her move out of Bushwick. Wow. Yeah. If you guys want to know, I did
wasn't
a interview with Frank Fiordolino about Bushwick. Of course, Frank Fiordolino is a former Bonanno associate. His family is a history of the mob, but we didn't speak about the mob. We spoke about Bushwick in the 1970s and 80s, and it was a really good conversation. You guys check it out.
Yeah, I got to walk around Bushwick with Unique Battle last year.
That's right. You were telling me that. Yep.
Yeah, it was awesome, man.
Okay, so here we go. I got it up over here. And this is from, once again, is his name Boston Bad Guy?
I think so.
Boston Bad, yes.
Boston Bad Guy.
Comment though first. Oh, because this is a brand new one.
What's up?
No, I said move to comment first if you're putting a picture up.
Very true. This is how he sent it, so I can't. Yeah.
Wow.
There he is. So yeah, I guess he's he's 76. And I guess that would be considered obese. I mean, according to the BMI rates or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's not eating the best food in there. And what'd you say, Brett? 2030?
I think that's the mandatory release. Like
mandatory is 2030, and he would be
82 or 83 or something.
76. Now, how long ago was that letter?
That was from last year.
So, and he was 76 then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn. I don't know if he'd make it though.
You never know, man.
Yeah,
you never
it's
know.
tough. I mean,
Sonny Francis made it though, but he had that will. He wanted, that guy. Unbelievable,
Sonny,
that guy.
Jeez.
50 years.
Baloney. Francis made it. Is that what you said?
No, I'm
Sonny.
talking about his old. I'm talking about his father.
Sonny. Oh, I thought you were talking about actually Michael.
No.
Stop the baloney.
Oh, you're talking about
what kind of baloney?
You guys are gonna make me do it? You guys are
The
gonna
feds
make me
are
do
full
it?
of baloney.
You guys are gonna make
I
me do
believe
it?
so. 103 row.
Yeah, that's nuts.
NYC, what made you start your channel? Just curious.
Keep using that BS. What did you do? Say it. Say what the fuck you did. What did you do? What did you do? You're involved in 19. What did you do? Three fucking mafia wars. It's your badge of honor. Your badge of honor. You killed 19. You put a gun in the fucking back of 19 guys. That's your badge. No, I didn't shoot 19 guys. I'm involved in 19 murders. Good for you, Sammy. Yeah. I'm involved in 3 mafia wars. What did I do? Oh, Sammy, you know what? You're talking like a clown right now. Nobody ever went to jail because of anything I ever told the government. Can you say the same, Sammy? No. So don't give me your BS. I was on the fucking street. Who the fuck knew who you are? Myself. Stop the baloney, huh? Who the hell knew you either? Man, stop the baloney. Who the fuck in the mob said stop the baloney? What kind of statement is that?
What kind of statement is that?
That's the funniest thing ever.
Oh,
God.
man.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God.
All right.
Stop the
Yeah,
baloney.
come on, no. Stop the baloney.
Oh my God.
Mike, man, those things that you made.
Oh,
on
thank you,
our
Lou.
show
Thank
are
you so much,
amazing.
buddy. Appreciate that.
Oh my God.
PR, what it do? You know I'm a half PR, Lou, right? You know that?
What kind of statement is that? Stop the bully. He goes, what kind of statement is that?
Are you
Sandra,
half
that's just
PR,
kind
man?
of-
What?
What?
Are you half PR?
I can't say that again.
Did you say you're half PR?
Yeah.
No joke.
Yeah, my father's Puerto Rican, man.
Nice.
Hold on. We'll see what he said. Let's see exactly what he said.
You're talking like a clown right now. Nobody ever went to jail because of anything I ever told the government. Can you say the same, Sammy? No. So don't give me your BS. I was on the fucking street. Who the fuck knew who you are? Myself. Stop the baloney, huh? Who the hell knew you either? Man, stop the baloney. Who the fuck in the mob said stop the baloney? What kind of statement is that?
Who the fuck in the mob says stop the baloney? What kind of statement is that? But I like how, like, a minute before that, he's like, you put a gun in his fucking back. Like, that's the first time I've ever heard Francis curse. And then he goes, stop the baloney.
Right. He did. I saw that. Yeah. He loves
said it
because
again
he's
the
used
other
to
day.
talking to like different, like, businessmen, like, he's like high class and stuff like that.
Right.
Did he do that, man? He did it the other day too, Crime Spot.
I sent you guys the baloney clip.
Yeah,
on
the
Instagram.
baloney. We got the baloney clip.
Oh, I thought you meant he cussed again. Okay. I
Stop
thought
the
you said-
baloney shirts will be
no.
out.
No, I
everything,
saw
so-
that one. Did you?
Yeah, no,
and Loom, you saw he interviewed Michael
Roomsy
Thompson.
Boomsy. I like that name. What?
He interviewed Michael Thompson.
Yeah, I know. Of course he did.
Who's that? That's the Aryan dude or whatever. What is he?
Yeah.
Rap or something too?
Yeah, the guy that Mitch was saying.
It promotes addiction, and that's all it does. But the state, they're full of baloney. They want the tax revenue. They don't care about
He's letting it flow now, man. They're full of baloney.
Oh, dude, he can't help it. I mean, that's his lingo, and
they're full of baloney.
That was a government rant again, obviously.
Yeah.
Dude, did you no offense to him, but no offense though to Michael Francis at all. And I mean this sincerely, but did you see when he was on Mike Tyson and he goes, I go into a class with gambling, Mike, and I gotta scare these guys, and you should see how they get shook. No offense though, but if that guy came up to me and was trying to intimidate me, especially I mean, what do you guys think?
Yeah, man, I'm not.
Big Mike, you're not throwing a fucking 1-2, possibly a 3. Well, you go down on the 1.
Well, he's got to scare them in what sense? Like scare some fear into them, not to get knocked up,
he'd be come here, and he would be all fucking that's what he was telling Tyson.
Scared straight
in a class. It was in a gambling class, and showing how. But he was telling Tyson how he would scare the classmates, and I was just thinking that he's not too scary. That's all.
Is he going to stick a wine cork in his ass?
That's all. Sorry. Sometimes I don't have a fucking filter, but I don't care anymore. I am who I am. I am who I am.
Scared Straight with Michael Francis.
The best Scared Straight story, skit, anything, man, is Tom Segura talking about when he first watched Scared Straight.
Oh, yeah?
That's hilarious. Oh, man.
Oh, yeah, I saw that.
Jeez. Hilarious, man. Watch
Hey,
that.
Wise Guy TV, let me ask you something, though. Let me ask you a serious question. Put a 1 if you're still watching. Let me ask you a serious question.
No, I get it too, man.
And you're always welcome to come on and hang out too, buddy. But let me ask you a serious question. Put a 1 if you're still in the chat.
He just wrote that.
I get what he's saying, though, on that, man. I totally do, man,
right.
because I was trying to get Loomis when I was saying, what the F? And he was like, what are you talking about? Sometimes
I just got a serious question. I want to know what do you think about this?
Oh my God. 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 Oh my God.
What's your opinion on that? I want to know.
Oh man. Jeez, man.
That was so funny, Marky, when he broke his arm. That was so funny.
No, did that happen, man?
Yeah, it was so fucking funny, dude.
Are you serious? Recently?
Yeah. Tom Segura. No, that was like a year ago, or maybe a year and a half ago.
Looked like he started getting in shape too, man.
His arm or his leg? Yeah, he lost a lot of weight. Yeah.
Yeah, he started getting in shape. I saw him on.
Man, enough. Yeah, for real. That's like fucking torturous.
No, I'm gonna have to look up that video, Marky Mark. I ain't see him.
Let's find it. I'll find it. I'll find like a version that we can use. That's not like Tom Segura's actual. Dude, it's it's not funny, but it's so funny.
No, I didn't see that. He's hilarious, man. Tom Segura cracks me up, man.
Let's see.
Then he did the one on First 48. Did you see that?
No.
Oh shit. Oh man. His First 48 is stand up is hilarious, man. Oh, jeez.
Guys, I still have to do a half hour of fucking computer for work tomorrow, and I'm fucking this first shift's killing me, so I might be, heading out.
I might have to too, man. My pup's over here. My pup, she's like 13. She's ready.
Yeah, I gotta watch Ozzy too. Check out.
But I want to see this clip, bro. See if you can get that clip.
I'm trying to find a version of the clip that I can use, like that's not like Joe Rogan or.
Gotcha. No, I want to see that, man. That'll be my exit point.
I think I can use this one. Let me see.
I didn't know that had happened, man.
Yeah. Okay. Let me pause that. All right. Okay. I almost forgot what I was doing for a second. Let me get rid of John. I'm sorry, Master. I won't do it again. Till next live stream, I'll do it, but I won't do it for the rest of this one.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. All right, share screen.
The fuck?
Look at his arm backwards.
Holy
Do it
shit.
again. Slow motion. They can't see it.
Oh. See that shit?
Wow.
Does that suck or what?
Snap.
So what it was just wet and he slipped?
I don't know.
I guess the cord was just wet and he slipped, man. Damn, bro. Jeez, that was bad. That was more than a
Biggie, can't you see?
Yeah, there goes my
Sometimes
monetization on this one.
yeah.
Oh yeah, that one gone. That's true. That beat right
I
there
think
is
it was
very
chopped up
iconic.
enough where we won't do it though, huh?
Yeah, no, it might be all right. It might be
I think it was chopped up enough. Plus, we're talking about this is educational. That was some guy breaking his arm. It's educational.
Boobsy.
Yeah, it's educational. That's right. We're looking at
we're talking about it. Don't go to dunk on a wet court.
Yeah.
Shit.
The real oh my God moment. Yeah.
Oh my God. Now that's what you do. Put oh my God on a slow motion of Tom Segura going up for the dunk. Jeez.
I think I might have. No, I didn't. I thought I put that in here, but I didn't. All right, I got to add that to my audio tracks on here.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
All right, fellas.
All right, guys. Listen, I'll head out
man.
with you guys. We can leave at the same time.
Okay.
Let me just thank everybody. Gunsmoke the Don, $9.99. Corruption Connection, $5. G78, my man in Ireland, $19.99. €19.99. The Funhouse, $9.99. Thank you so much. Roro, thank you so much for the Cash App. JJ Fedora, thank you so much for the Cash App. We've been going for 3 hours and 5 minutes. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Marky
Oh
loves
my
that shit.
God.
Ruby Almighty, Marky Mark, John O'Master, thanks for stopping by. Rubsy Boopsy, Darren Cassidy, Lou, thank you for stopping by. Calvin Owens, IH Farmer, Joey Frakes, Carmine S, RD357. Thank you, buddy. Thanks for hanging out. Lou,
Boobsy.
NYC Crime Spot at gmail.com. It's very easy. It's just my name at Gmail. If you forget, it's in the About section of my channel. Don't forget, IH Farmer. Oh my God. Good night, guys. Oh, Corruption, you're still here. Thank you so much, buddy. And I hope everybody has a great night. And just,
my God.
just
Oh
keep
my
it together.
God. Oh my
God.
Oh my God.
If you're having trouble sleeping, get yourself a coffee like Loomis. Maybe give it a couple of licks. You get that
Since you
holiday.
did that again,
stuff.
yo, since you did that again, I'm going to do a shameless plug. Guys, subscribe over to me.
I was
going
to tell you. Let's hear it.
Hard Truth and reviews. Give us a subscribe.
Hard Truth Reviews, OG Mike Loomis. You guys, anything else you want to say? Mike, anything?
No, that's it, man. Thank you, man.
Man, we hope to see some of you guys over there. And yeah, give us a subscribe. And even though we just got demonetized, we're not going anywhere. We're still doing our show. So we'll see you guys soon. And thank you very much, Brett.
There you go. There's the link. There's the link.
There's the link there, guys. Thank you, Ro. You're best.
Appreciate it.
Everybody have a great night. Thank you for hanging out. Appreciate it. Thank you, bye.
Thanks, man. Be cool.
Later,
guys. Thank you.